to another episode of TFU.
Hey,
and we got an amazing guest today. We got Jade Pickett, actor, comedian, filmmaker, and all around great guy.
Oh, damn.
Nah, for real,
I appreciate
man. You
it,
one of
man.
the best people I ever met.
Damn.
Seriously, like every time, every encounter, I feel like you're a perfect gentleman, man.
Hey, bro.
You was raised right.
I was.
I know you were. I know you were. I can't wait to like meet other family members, meet other parts of your life because you're just such a nice person. Is your whole entire family like that?
No.
No.
Yeah, they all solid.
They all
for
solid.
the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, like my immediate family. I'm the youngest, man. I got 5 siblings. It's 6 of us, but it's 7 of us all together. And rest in peace, my oldest brother, Brunel.
Okay.
But it's the ones I grew up knowing. It's 5 of them. I got 3 brothers, and I got
your
2
parents
brothers.
still together?
No. They divorced when I was 8.
Wow.
They divorced when I was 8.
I would swear that they were still together to this very day.
Nah, but here's the thing,
just
man.
The way you move around.
Yeah, I get it. My pops and my mom's they divorced when I was like 8 years old, and but they was better co-parents than they were husband and wife.
Yeah, I had the same experience.
Even though my parents weren't married up until I was 8, I've always saw them get along always. You know, even as divorcees. Okay, you know what I'm saying they co-parented well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so give us a little background, like your upbringing, where you from, and all that other good stuff.
I'm from LA, man. Born in San Diego and raised. Started off in San Diego, then my parents divorced. Okay, and then we moved back to LA. I say back because my sister was born in Compton. Okay, and then my mom was pregnant with me. And we left LA to move to San Diego where my dad's big brother lived. Okay. So my dad moved to San Diego, better, you know what I'm saying, a little laid back area. Right. And had me.
It's definitely different in Compton.
Definitely did, for sure. Yeah. And so my parents raised me out there up until 7. My parents divorced, and then I moved back to LA. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then from LA, I grew up in the 90s. And then, I grew up all over. I can't even say I grew up in the 90s. In the 50s and the 40s. Right. I went to 42nd Elementary School.
I went there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I went to 40. I graduated.
Definitely went there.
I was the last 6th grade class out of 42nd. After that, they went to 5th grade. Okay. And then I went to Audubon.
I went to Audubon for a year.
Me too.
One year.
Me too.
7th grade, I got up out of there.
7th grade was my year there, and then they kicked me out. Oh,
Why would you get kicked out? Oh, you was messing around.
I was a mischievous kid. I was just misled. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was a good kid. I've always been a good dude. But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That good kid, Mad City shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like even before Kendrick started saying that, I understood what he meant. Right. Like I was raised good. I was a kid that went to church every weekend, every Sunday. Okay. So I was come home from school. come home from church in my church clothes, and I see all the kids outside playing and stuff. They've been outside all day. I just came from church. I can't wait to get out my church clothes and throw my little outside clothes on and go play on Sundays. I was that kid. So and most of my homies didn't have their father. Right. Parents might have been on drugs, raised by their grannies or their grandfathers. So I grew up in that environment. So initially in the 90s. And I bounced around. I lived in the 90s. I lived in the 50s. I lived on the east side, 54th and Compton Ave. In the Pueblos. I lived over there. And that's kind of where things got real crazy. I ended up moving to live with my pops. You know what I'm saying? Because
you got into something over there?
And it wasn't even me. I wasn't getting into it. They was getting into it with me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. But I was dumb. You know, I was living I'm in a whole new neighborhood.
You're not small.
Right. So everybody, my whole life.
You're not small for them to just want to pick on you. That had to be crazy. Like,
but here's the thing. I didn't know. I grew up never getting picked on.
Oh yeah, I can't even see that. Yeah.
But in LA, in the inner city, in the hood, like you getting banged on. It's different. Everybody it's not picked on. I wasn't the kid that he's the kid. He the soft nigga. Let's fuck with him. Nah, it wasn't that. It was like, where this nigga from? Right. He walking by himself, but he got to be from somewhere because I looked like I was from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So when I was 12, I looked 15. When I was 15, I looked 18.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I was 10, I was looking 13. They were like, this nigga 10?
Right.
Yeah, so I was always a young dude being pressed by the older niggas that thought I was their age. Oh. So, and imagine growing up on 94th in Vermont, but still going to 42nd. So I'm on 2 buses every day.
And different neighborhoods.
I'm going through 10 plus different hoods.
Different hoods.
Yeah, and if you get caught at the wrong, you know what I'm saying, transfer station, you know what I'm saying, it could be, it's gonna be a problem. Most likely they keep, So, I was that dude, man. And then I left 42nd. I mean, I left Audubon. They sent me to Bret Hart, which is in my area, in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. It's on the other side of Vermont. You know what I'm saying? So
you wasn't even used to it.
Nah, and then me going there, it was an issue off top. First day, they kicked me out. Like, nah, they called my mom back in. Like, nah, we can't keep him here.
What did you do?
I didn't do nothing. No, and it's not always about what you do. Because I never gangbang. I wasn't a gang banging kid, but I was an active kid in the sense that I was always fighting. I was always outside. So either you're gonna be inside, or you're gonna be just boggled down with events like sports and never staying around. I was always outside. So if you come to my neighborhood, you see niggas outside shooting dice, niggas across the street lifting weights, other kids playing tag, some kids over here messing with the girls, running around, some kids hopping roofs and going to people's windows. I was into all of that. You know what I'm saying?
So now you're at the new school. Did the other people weren't used to seeing you? So they felt like they had to test you.
And that's anywhere you go, you know, it's the 90s. If you walking around and no one knows you, we gotta press you. We gotta find out what you're doing here, and who you know over here before we start tripping. And if it's the wrong answer, it's gonna be an issue, right? And so, and at that time, I'm like not backing down from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm too dumb and too young to be scared of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. I ain't from nowhere, bro. I'm just going to school, nigga. Yeah. What, nigga? I'm just going to school. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm low key a little nervous, but you gotta keep that front. Like I ain't scared of nobody, but. And it could have got real bad. So they just left. They kicked me out of there. I'll go to John Muir, which is on Slauson. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Slauson.
And that was easier?
No. But I knew more kids. I had a couple homies that I knew growing up that went there. Right. But it wasn't easier, but I started playing sports. I started running, on the yard, like, right. And then and it wasn't easy. The first day I got there, a kid got shot on the basketball court. This is 94, I think. 94.
So at this point, you haven't even found your love for football just yet.
Oh, I've always loved football.
But were you playing?
No,
you wasn't really playing then.
So I wasn't really playing it. My mom wouldn't let me play. Oh, okay. Because I kept getting in trouble. So that was one thing. If I got suspended and you ain't playing this year, I got suspended one time. The season didn't even start. You ain't playing this year. And you had to pay for gear. You had to get a ride. It was like to play for certain schools, you had the sheriffs, you had the demo, you had the generals, you had the demos. And my mom was like, it's a task. At one point in time, we didn't even have a car. Yeah. So there's times in my life where me and my mom, my sister was grocery shopping on the bus. We had food for less on the bus. Right. With 18 bags. At the bus stop, waiting for the bus to come home, and it's 9 o'clock at night. We going home, and she got to cook dinner, and so it was all. There's various reasons why I didn't play football. I didn't really play Pop Warner football. Okay, and a lot of it had to do with me always getting in trouble, and my mom. That was my mom's punishment. You know what I'm saying? You can't play football because she knew I loved it so much.
So you was fighting a lot.
Yeah,
you was fighting a lot.
Did you experience the Rodney King riots?
Yeah,
and how was that?
That was. I mean. I was a kid, so I was about 10, 11 years old at the time. Right. And my mom, once again, my mom was the good mom. She didn't let us loot. We didn't go outside. I know kids was coming up with Nintendo games, and they was going to the mall and looting with 10 years old, looting with their older cousins and their older brothers and their parents. You know what I'm saying? It's a truck. I remember the homie pulled up. He was with his uncle. They had a big old. They had a truck full of like TVs. He's my age. Right. He coming to school. We didn't go to school for like a couple weeks. Right. Everybody coming back to school with new Jordans, everything, Reebok pumps. And I'm nothing. I'm still the same broke kid, poor kid I was before the riots because my mom, God wouldn't want that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Except one time she was trying to cook, and there was no liquor stores, no grocery stores around our neighborhood open. They were all burnt down. And I grew up in 94th Vermont, and that whole Vermont was ripped apart.
Wow.
But she said, go get some milk.
Go get some milk. So
I was able to loot and get milk. Nothing else. Get some milk. I said, man, I went to one of the little stores down there on Florence.
Right.
I think it was Super Buy or something like that. And I went in there, everybody in there grabbing everything else. I would go grab some milk and leave. And so that's the household I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? And my pops was even worse. My pops was like, you gotta read a book a week at my dad's house. Ooh. You put a book in your hand, but we're gonna talk about this on Sunday. And this Monday morning, I'm on my way to school. I wake up in the morning, there's a book on my chest. I'm waking up in the morning to get ready to go to school on Monday. I'm 10 years old, 11, 12, whatever. There's a book on my chest. And it's a Monday morning. It said, we're going to talk about this Sunday night over dinner. So I read it.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that's
now, when you think about it, like probably as a kid, you probably didn't feel that way. Like, damn, he on my head all the time.
For sure.
But you know what? He kept you. Well, he did his best to keep you out of trouble, and obviously it paid off for you.
He did, for sure.
Because you're a huge success in Hollywood.
Man,
that's dope. I'm writing some of these things down just so when I have a kid.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and I'm the youngest. I'm my dad's last child.
Oh, so he knew how to get it right now.
He said that. He was like, man, by the time he came around, I knew how to be a dad.
Right. Because
my older siblings, and when you ask me if everybody is as cool and as calm as me and together, not all. Some of them, I got older brothers. They're great dudes, but I could tell as a grown man looking at people, and I could talk to a man for an hour and kind of find out how his upbringing kind of was, or what kind of parents he had.
They're not as polished as you are.
Because my dad wasn't as polished as a father. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed enough to get the best dad out of. We all got the same dad,
right?
And I was blessed to have the best version of him. Yeah. He had bumped his head enough times to realize, okay, I fucked this up. Damn, my relationship with her ain't as good as it needs to be. My relationship with him ain't as good as it needs to be. With this one right here, I know, you know what I'm saying? So, and they know it too. My older siblings, they know it. That's why they love me. They're like, bro, at least that's why they love my dad before he died. That he finally got it right.
Right.
He finally got better at
So when did you start actually playing football since you didn't play Pop Warner?
Officially started playing football, I would say 10th grade, high school.
Not even 9th grade?
Nah, I broke my ankle. All right. So I was playing tackle football at John Muir during lunchtime, and I broke my leg.
Your leg?
Yeah. We smacking. We out there.
Damn.
With no pads, nothing. This is 8th grade.
Okay.
We 12. I'm like 13. And we hitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm 13. Big, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What position did you play?
In high school, I played tight end.
Tight end?
Yeah. And outside linebacker.
Okay.
But at this point, I'm playing running back. I'm in 8th grade. I'm getting the ball, and I'm running. I catch the ball. I shake one dude, and I don't even see the dude. He hit me. Boom. And that's cool. He got me. It didn't even hurt. I got up and stepped and fell right back down. Boom. And somebody like, oh, look at your leg. My leg was like this, bro. It was like, here's my knee, and my leg was snapped that way.
Oh, so
shit. Everything, like an L shape. And I was like, damn. I looked at my foot, and I was like, damn.
How long did it take to heal?
About 6 months.
6 months?
I was in a hip cast for 6 months.
Damn.
And after that, they gave me a cast, up to the knee cast.
Okay.
So I couldn't I had to take baths. I had to wrap my leg in trash bags and have my leg hanging out the side of the tub. I took a bath. Now this is 8th grade. You know what I'm saying?
So then, therefore, you forego where you didn't play in the.
They wouldn't clear me. They wouldn't
in the 9th grade. So they didn't clear you.
Nah.
Okay. Did you immediately go to varsity in the 10th?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
What position did they play you in when you on varsity?
I was a linebacker.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
I was too young. I was 14.
Okay.
I was big once again. So they found out I was too young. They had to put me on JV. It's illegal to have 14-year-olds. In 96, it's illegal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it might be different now. But in basketball, you could be a freshman and play varsity all day.
Yeah, that's all.
And same thing with track. But in football, you had to be 14. You had to be 15 years old to be a member. I mean, even a lot of 15-year-olds are freshmen.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? I was a sophomore, and I was not even 15 yet.
So they made you play JV.
Mm-hmm.
So you only had 2 years of varsity?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. That's all I needed, though.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that's all I needed. And I was heavily recruited. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a 5-star, and that was probably based off me not going to camps. I never went to any camps.
Never went to camps.
Usually when you go to camps, that's when or if your team is like ranked in the country, then they start looking at you like that. My team wasn't ranked out, but we was good though. It was nice.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was heavily recruited, but I ended up going to Cal. I ended up walking on to Cal.
You had to walk on to Cal?
I didn't have to. I could have went scholarships other places. But Cal.
But you wanted to go to Cal for what?
Cal. Education. You know what I'm saying? Education. Yeah. It would have made my parents happy. And, I mean, I'm still in the Pac-10. I can still play against all the dudes I went to high school against.
So, obviously, you were admitted to Cal.
Mm-hmm. I was a recruited walk-on. They recruited me, but I already had an academic scholarship.
Got you.
Initially. So I got there. They was like, well, shit, you already here. So you already enrolled. You already got all your classes. I mean, you already got your room and board, and you still want to come. We want you here too. Cool. Yeah,
that's dope.
It worked out. Yeah.
So you were a good student then in high school.
Straight A's.
So even though you was fighting every now and then, you was still.
By the time I got to my pops, all that shit got cut out. Okay. And that's it. That's literally the situation. When you 13, 14, that's when you need your dad the most. Ideally, if he's in the house and your parents are still married, that's perfect. Yeah. But if he ain't, I think any single mother, if you got a 13-year-old son, depending on if you know your child, you might have to send him to your dad. Right. Send your son to his dad.
It's so funny. I was just saying that to one of my friends. I was like, I wouldn't if I had a baby and I had a son, I would want to raise the baby. I know at a certain point he probably needs the nurturing from his mom, his breastfeeding, but I was like, after that, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. You know
can walk away from that.
My ideal scenario?
What's that?
That I get a woman pregnant, and then something happens that she passes away, and then I control, the upbringing of the kid.
Said something happened, like she passed away. Why don't you just say, hey, Alejandro, you can just raise our son. She don't gotta pass away, bro. She can just give him to you. You know what I'm saying? Damn. My nigga said she passes away and she evaporates.
No, I think he might have killed her.
No.
Assassination.
Or so when you go to the park and you're like, oh, where's the mom? Oh,
she didn't make it.
She passed away, unfortunately.
Passed away, damn. Or she live in San Diego. She live in
doesn't hit the sun.
Damn, man.
There's no sympathy.
But his thing, that's gonna affect your son or your daughter, man.
No, because whoever I have as a stepmom,
ain't the same. You know it ain't the same.
It's similar. Because she's going to try harder to gain the child's love.
But no. I'm saying is like a daughter or a son that grew up knowing that one of their parents passed away, it's going to leave a void in them. Even if they got another a stepmom or a stepdad that's loving, just as loving, it's still like, you don't want your daughter to have a deceased mom. Let her just live with you.
If they never met them, they don't know what they're missing.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know if you ever experienced that. Yeah, maybe you have, but some people who ain't never met their parents.
Alejandro got both parents over there.
Yeah, but I've heard statistically, a child does better in a single parent home if it's raised by a dad rather than a woman.
I believe that.
I agree with that. Yeah,
I believe that.
I agree with that. If you want your, I feel like it's not always the case, but I think typically when you have a son, usually with boys, especially with boys.
See, I don't know how y'all feel, but I just feel like, and I don't have kids, I feel like the reason why I was like following certain rules, because I was scared of my parents. Yeah. They brought the pain. Right. Seriously, like my father was not bullied. Yeah.
And my dad, when they came to the streets, my dad was anywhere my mom moved in LA, my dad would come visit. My dad would always come. I'll see my dad a couple times a month. Right. My whole life. You know what I'm saying? And he'll go to the hood. And my dad's a street dude. I didn't tell you that too. My dad was disciplinarian with the education and everything. My dad is an ex-con. Oh, my dad is the black sheep of his family. Okay. His family is like, his name is Pee Wee. Everyone called him Pee Wee growing up. You know what I'm saying? He was the one going in and out of the jail. You know what I'm saying? Stealing cars, armed robbery. So he was a street dude. Okay. So he can go to any hood and recognize who the street niggas are and who the leaders are. So he would go, I'll come outside. My dad's like,
across the street.
Yeah, across the street with the hood, the big homies, talking to them, and they looking up to him like, how you doing? And he's like, how you doing, man? My name's Ola. My dad's name's Ola. You know what I'm saying? That's my son over there. Him come across the street with the little lunch pail. That's my son. Right. Okay, well, that's what's up. He's like, yeah, man, if you get in line, let me know. Right. And my dad's an older dude. My dad had me at 44, so he was a grown dude. So any OG in any city, any neighborhood I lived in, he older than that dude.
Oh, when he said, let me know, he was really saying, leave him alone.
Yes.
He was really saying, leave him alone. Don't mess with him. Just let me know, and I'll deal with it. And I'll educate him how to move around out here. That's exactly what he was saying.
Exactly. And
he's like, don't mess with him, or you're going to have a problem.
And my dad knew he was a charming dude. He knew how to not step on toes, but still get his point across.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, they respected him. Like, yo, Pop's cool, man. Yeah, how you doing, brother Ola? When he come by to pick me up, how you doing, brother Ola? And this a dude, a killer nigga. I knew this guy home. But my dad didn't walk around like a bully. He walked around, you know what I'm saying? My dad always told me, walk with the attitude of gratitude. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? That shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up like thinking that like, it also told me no matter how big you are, there's always somebody bigger and better.
So what made you want to go to Cal?
Okay.
Now, I know you said education. Was there another reason why you were headed there?
And I didn't know at the time. Once I found out the football team I thought UC Berkeley and Cal were two different schools. Oh, okay. Two different colleges. Okay. I didn't know that UC Berkeley is Cal.
Right.
And so once I found out, I said, oh, they got a cool squad. I could play for them. I remember with the Cal logo. I was more familiar with the UCLA and USC. Oregon, Arizona State, Oregon State. I knew Cal was in there, and so I was like, well, I can get a dope-ass education, and I can still play in the Pac-10. So that was a ploy for me. My first offer was Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I bullshitted too long. I waited too long. You only get 5 visits when you travel, when you go see, when you're on scholarship, and I had at least 12 different schools
that wanted you to come visit.
Yeah. So
what position were they recruiting you for?
I was a linebacker.
Okay. Okay.
So any NFL players you played with during your time in Cal?
Oh, yeah. A gang of them. Yeah. Nnamdi Asomugha. I didn't play with Marshawn. Marshawn came after I left. Aaron Rodgers was my quarterback.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers was your quarterback?
Oh, shit.
Oh, how was
he? Nice?
He was
How was
he? Come on, man. He was Aaron. But when Aaron Rodgers was, so me, because mind you, let me just start by saying this. I wasn't a star on my team.
Right.
I barely played. I was a backup nigga my whole career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Aaron Rodgers, when he got there, he was a backup. So, during practice, you got scout team. Scout team against the first, the starters, and the scout team against the second offense as well. Or second defense, whatever. I was playing the end. When I first got there, I played the end. You know what I'm saying? Defensive end. And he was, then by the time my senior year, I switched to, my last 2 years, I switched to tight end.
Okay.
Offense. And then he was there. So he was my quarterback. We played scout team offense against our defense.
You always have that spiral?
Always.
Was he nice?
Dumb nice. And this is when I say, you're talking about humility. When you know you're better than the guy in front of you.
Right.
And you don't act like it. And you just wait your turn. He was patient.
He just waited.
He didn't talk no shit.
How many years did they have him sit down for?
Oh, yeah. He didn't even last a year. After
the first
mid-season.
Oh, they had already pulled him up.
Yeah. Because, and we knew, and shout out to my boy Reggie Robertson. And I respect him for sure. And everyone loved Reggie. Good dude, black dude. We had our starting quarterback was black.
Okay.
But on the bench was Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers was better. And it starts showing in practice.
Right.
And it was, I forget what game it was when they pulled Reggie and put Aaron in. I think we still lost that game, but you saw the difference in the quarterback play.
Okay. What's your best Aaron Rodgers story?
A-Rod. Seeing him, I got one that's off camera, meaning not in the game.
We love to hear. Yeah, give us both.
He could sit on the Indian style on the 50-yard line and throw through the uprights. Arm cannon.
He can sit down Indian style
and throw through the uprights.
And that's over 50 yards.
Yeah. On the
sitting down.
Most quarterbacks can still throw over 50 yards, but not sitting down.
Not sitting down.
And not high like that. Like big game, big arm. Now, mind you, I also played with Kyle Bowler. I don't know if y'all remember him.
I don't remember him.
Kyle Bowler was Mr. Football. So Kyle Bowler and me and him came in the same year.
Okay.
So we're class of 99. Oh, class of 2000. We graduated in 99, and our freshman class was 2000.
Got it.
And that was the number 6 class in the country. You know what I'm saying? So we had Kyle Bowler. We had a lot of guys in that squad. We had Atari Callan. We had Nnamdi Asomugha. We had Joe Etchema, and these are all guys who are all in the Caltech Shrine game.
Right.
The Caltech Shrine game, you know what that is?
I think that's when the players come back and play against the
high. It's like an all-star game, but the all-stars, the 5-star players from from California, play the all-star players from Texas.
Okay, then I don't know. Okay,
so you know, Cal is the biggest. California biggest state after Texas.
Okay,
Texas biggest state in California. So and that's Texas is Mr. Football.
Okay.
Florida, so it would be Cal versus Texas sometimes, and it'd be also Cal versus Florida. Sometimes.
Okay.
Our senior year was California versus the best players from Texas. And we whooped their ass. We won.
Okay.
California won.
Okay.
Of course, we didn't whoop their ass. It was a great game back and forth.
Okay.
But I think Kyle Bowler won on like a Hail Mary at the end of the game. Kyle Bowler was the starting quarterback for the state of California.
Okay.
And at least 5 or 6 of those players from that team, the all-star team, went to Berkeley with me. It was my year. So I came in my year. 2000 was probably this amazing year for high school football coming out of California.
Okay.
And a lot of the dudes was ended up being my teammates at Berkeley, which is crazy because Berkeley is not even a football school.
Yeah,
Berkeley,
it's not like that. Not like Oregon and UCLA and USC.
The year before that, I think Cal, before we got recruited there, Cal was like maybe won 5 games, maybe even 4. It might have been 4-7.
Okay.
The next year we went 4-7 again. Then we went 3-8.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we had losing records my first 3 years.
Okay.
My first 3 years at Cal, we had losing records, but my first 2 years we beat USC and UCLA.
So,
nice.
Ayahuasca A-Rod, Cal A-Rod. How do you see any similarities?
One more time.
Ayahuasca A-Rod, current how he is, Aaron Rodgers, to how he was in college. Do you think he's changed a lot, or he's always been kind of a hippie?
He might not know what ayahuasca is.
Oh, so ayahuasca is a hallucinant drug. Usually they take it in South America. You know, you drink it, you puke, you see things, and supposedly it changes you into a better person.
Huh.
Anywho, he took ayahuasca over, I think, 2 seasons ago, and he's come back. I think he's a little bit more, philosophical than he once was.
I don't know. I haven't really watched his interviews or watched him in years, actually. So, I mean, I would say overall, as Aaron Rodgers, his personality as a quarterback in the league is very similar. Mm-hmm.
Was he there all 4 years?
Nah, he was a JC transfer. So let me tell you how this happened. So Cal was recruiting this tight end from Chino Community College, I believe.
Okay,
was it Chino or Chico? I think Chico Community College. His name is Garrett Cross. He was this big time tight end from up there. Okay, and they were recruiting him. Cal was recruiting him to Cal, and they went to watch him play. And they keep seeing him catching all these nice ass passes as a tight end. They said, "Who's throwing the ball? The balls is coming too fast. They coming too accurate." They see this 6'1" dude who wasn't heavily recruited out of high school. They see this guy Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers kind of came to Cal on like a buddy system situation. Like we want Garrett Cross,
right? And
he's like, "Shit, bring my quarterback too."
Okay.
I don't know if Aaron was like. They only brought him because of Garrett, but I know that was they probably thinking that eventually we'll have the same type of tandem, tight end quarterback tandem. If we take him, the tight end, the guy we really want, and this quarterback that they clearly have great chemistry, let's do that. That's what he did. So that's how Aaron came to Cal, but he didn't start right away. He didn't start right away.
I didn't even know he was a JC transfer. Yeah. Did he play both years in JC?
He played 3 years at Cal.
Oh, okay, so he only played 1 year.
He only did 1 year.
1 year in junior college. Okay,
I believe so. I believe there's 1 year.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, J.J. Arrington, he ran a kickoff back in the Super Bowl, Arizona versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe.
Right.
That's my teammate, my boy J.J.
Okay.
Now I played with a lot of dudes. I played with who else? Lorenzo Alexander, a linebacker for the Bills, but before that he was a D lineman for the Washington Redskins. Andre Carter. DN for the who was he with first? He ended up being with the Niners, but before that he was with I want to say the Redskins.
So in Berkeley, did you study film?
I studied film at Berkeley. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't play that much, because going to school at Berkeley it's an academic school. It's #1 public school in the United States. #1 public school. They don't give a fuck about sports.
So at what age did you know that you wanted to be a filmmaker? an entertainer?
I would say probably about 17, 16, high school. So this was I just thought I was going to the league first and foremost. I'm thinking I'm going to the NFL. There's no way I'm not.
Did you feel like the people that was playing in front of you at Cal were better than you?
A couple.
Oh, okay.
Just to keep it 100, just to be transparent, and that's where the humility comes from. Like, at first I didn't think so, and then I started seeing, and then you're supposed to learn and up your game, and my game wasn't getting stronger. My DN game wasn't getting stronger. At one point in time, I said I could play with my nigga Tully. He was a year older than me.
Right.
Tully Bandicam. Shout out to my nigga TBC. He was a year ahead of me, and we played the same position. But so when I first got there, they instead of playing outside linebacker, they made me a rush in, which is very similar. It's like a DeMarcus Ware. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The white it's a DN, but it's low-key like a linebacker too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Micah Parsons, who is always rushing, and then every once in a while they throw him on coverage, but that's not his strong suit.
Like a person that plays rush end in college could end up being a Micah Parsons in the league, possibly. You know what I'm saying? But you still are a defensive lineman, but you're like a tweener. You know what I'm saying? The defensive end is for sure a defensive end. Usually he's 6'5", 260. You know what I'm saying? The rush end is probably 6'3", 245, 250. He could be a linebacker or a DN. Like when I first got there, Muko Tabinho was the starting rush end, and he was amazing. Imagine John Randall at defensive end. He was fast as fuck, the fastest get off in the game, the best defensive end, the best rush end in the Pac-10 for sure. And then when he was trying out for the league, he was trying out as linebacker, and he didn't really have a shot, which is crazy because he was such a great college player. But for some reason, he didn't get that. Either they didn't see it, or he didn't get the opportunity, or he didn't make the best of the opportunity when it came to the league. I see a lot of guys who he was way better than do better in the league. We had a dude, LP Ladisor. LP, he came in the year after me. Defensive end, Canadian dude, good dude, 6'5", 250, never started ever at Cal. He had a 10-year career in the NFL.
It's weird how that happens sometimes.
Because he can long snap. He can long snap like a motherfucker. He was a long snapper, and we had the best kicker.
Wait, what's a long snapper?
For punting.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He can long snap. I'm talking about his long snap felt like a pass. Yeah. And but he never started as the defensive end ever. Barely played there, but he can long snap, and he played for the Cowboys for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So going back to filmmaking, you found your passion at 17. Yeah. Now, because you're an actor, you're a comedian, you're in front of the camera a lot. Did you go to be a director, or did you go to cinematography?
That was my major, cinematography, and I didn't know what that meant. I thought I knew cinematography had everything to do with the camera, and I thought it also had everything to do with directing. I thought the director, because you watch the movie, you look at the little the stills, you see the director, George Lucas with the camera. I'm thinking the cameraman is the director. The guy with the camera must be the director.
Right.
No, the camera guy is the director of photography. He's the DP. And so I realized, directing is what I want to do. I want to be able to create the story and structure the story and be in control of that. The images, of course, I would love to be in control of the images, but if I had to choose between the two, I'll choose the story, and I'll team up with the DP to help us to come up with the visual thing that we want. So I realized that directing is what I want to do.
Were you already creating content when you were in college? Or were you making movies, short films, or doing anything else?
I got a goofy ass video that's 24 years old.
Okay,
and it was a little sketch I did for my homeboys like high school presentation. I was a freshman in college, and I shot it then. And so yes, I was always doing content, but I used to shoot on a VHS. My mom, for my freshman year in college, my 18th birthday, my mom got me a camcorder, a Sony camcorder, high 8 millimeter camcorder, and that was the best thing I ever got. That's probably the best present ever. I filmed everything. I filmed sketches. I filmed all kind of goofy videos of me and the homies clowning and doing dumb shit. Shit that I look back now, like, nigga, why did I do that?
I feel you. I have a video that from an account that I don't even remember what was the Gmail, so I cannot delete it. It's just me, showing my bare ass on YouTube.
Yeah, dumb shit like that. dumb shit like that, bro. Bro, I did some dumb shit like that too. Where it was like a nigga like some gangster shit, but a gangster nigga robbed this dude for everything but his Timbs. Give me your shit, nigga, everything, bro. He had a robe on. And then so it's like a freeze frame. The robe is off. He's fitted now with that nigga clothes, and this nigga's naked. we did shit like that back in the day. I look back, I'm like, man, that shit would not that would not go well now. That would not register well now. Not in this climate. But back then, that type of shit was funny. Back then, acting like Wanda or Shanae was hilarious.
Right.
Naked used to be funny.
Yeah, nowadays, nah.
Now they think they think you're in a conspiracy. You're part of the Illuminati, trying to brainwash the kids.
Yeah, now they think it's an agenda. Nah, it's just being silly, bro. That was a punchline. But yeah.
But I gotta say, your current show, the Lesbian Homie, is pushing the boundary a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, definitely I'm always gonna push the boundary. Yeah, I'm talking about on the whole homosexual stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, even though that's the Lesbian Homie is homosexual stuff, but it's not like
the guys get it rougher. You know,
it's not the gay homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like a dude falling in love with one of the gay partners. That's something different. I would never do something like that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? A dude falling in love with a stud. I'll accept that, but that's still weird.
It's a goddamn shame. Two girls can drunkenly kiss each other and then it's fine.
Is it a shame?
Yeah, then
it's a shame.
Yeah, no, there's no shame in girls kissing. They're like, it's just private. And then you kiss your homie when you're kind of drunk. You're gay forever, right?
Who kisses their homie?
Nah, Alejandro. No one kisses a homie when they drunk. Like, bro, hey, my bad about that kiss earlier, bro. I was drunk. No, that never happens.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Guys don't get a pass.
But here's the thing.
Do you want to confess something now, Alejandro?
I have nothing to confess.
Hey, women get passes because Craig is the reason why you and I even know each other. Right. Shout out to Craig Smith, my brother, man. This is my ace. Craig has a saying. He might have even already said it on your show. Okay. This is a dope ass bar. Craig says being a lesbian is like playing flag football. It's a lot of running around, a lot of touching and feeling, but ain't nobody really getting hit. And I didn't even say it as good as he can say it. You know what I'm saying? That's so funny. But that's the type of shit that Craig thinks about.
Oh, man. Craig is hilarious.
Craig said that a decade ago. That's a joke. He was saying that's an old joke that he would say years ago. I told him, I said, bro, that got to be in your special. You got to work that in.
That is hilarious, dude.
And he said, Craig, being a lesbian is like playing flag football. It's a lot of running around, touching, activity, but ain't nobody really getting hit. Right, and I was like, but with men, that's tackle. It's niggas really getting hit. In order to be gay, in order to be in a gay encounter with a man, somebody getting poked. Pause. Yeah.
And that's why I say that having sex with a man, if you're the one penetrating, is the most gangster shit you can do.
That shit is
because you're dominating another male, the most dangerous animal on earth.
Alejandro, you gotta talk to somebody.
Damn, man.
You gotta get some of this shit off your chest.
Homie.
I don't partake in it. I'm a docile guy. You know, I like the pussy. It's soft. It smells good. Yeah. But, you know, having sex with a guy is, you know.
How do you have no personal experience?
No, but I just assume.
I'm starting to think that you got some personal experience.
I'm just assuming that, you know.
Bruh, I don't even like my leg touching the nigga on the bus when I was a kid.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, man, we had
it took me a minute just to take a shower in college. No, in high school, we didn't take shower. We took shower, we was stuck around and do it.
Went home.
Yeah, we went the fuck home.
Yeah, we went home.
College, it was like, man, we lived at the gym. We lived at the stadium. So we spent...
Were there any shower curtains?
Nah, it's just a big ass room. But you just know, you just get in there, you wash your ass, get up out of there. Yeah. Ain't no funny playing. You stay in there too long. If a dude stays in the shower at my school,
right,
too long, it's a problem. Yeah. Hey, bro, what are you doing here? Why are you still in here, bro? I done seen dudes come in, wash, get out, take their towel in, and you still in here? Bro, nah. I'm just saying.
No, I get it.
Yeah, you can't. What are you in here? I mean, you can just rinse off. I'm saying, you just play football. I get it. Wash up, get out, take it and do your real washing at the crib.
Right.
If you got a really deep clean, nigga, wait till you get home for that.
Yeah.
But this is just to get the smell off, the must and all that, the grass stains, the dirt. Get that off, and then get your clothes on, and let's go eat. Let's go watch some film, bro.
So, Jah, it seems like the more and more you was experiencing this whole new art of, becoming a filmmaker, did you become less involved with football? Oh, yeah. And it was more of a nuisance now? It's like, but you didn't really have to go because you already had an academic scholarship. Yeah. So you didn't technically have to be at practice. You could have been like, I don't want to do this no more. Did you ever do that? Football? Yeah, football.
Nah, football. I thought I was going to the league. I went through. I don't think I ever considered myself ever depressed in life. But if I had to say I was depressed one time, it was that. When I realized the league wasn't going to happen for me.
When did you realize? What year?
I realized like my going into my senior year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I redshirted my freshman year, right?
Right.
Redshirt means you don't play. I don't know.
Yeah. So you did 5.
I did 5 full years. Yep. And so I redshirted, which most freshmen redshirt.
Right.
It was cool. And some freshmen who played, they didn't want to play. They wanted the redshirt. Some of them got there was like, damn, this nigga's big. Hey, bro, let me redshirt, coach. Let me get bigger. Some dudes was like, yeah, you definitely go redshirt because you're too light.
Right.
You'll go out there and get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes was like, I'm ready to play right now.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll see.
Right.
A preseason camp start, we'll see if you're ready to play. And so I redshirted, and then I was like, cool, I'm redshirting. We got Muko and Andre Carter were the 2 defensive ends. The defensive end and the rush end. They were the best. They were the best in the Pac-10.
Right.
There wasn't a better defensive end than Andre Carter. He was the best. He came out the same year as Spice Adams. So the best defensive linemen in the college football at the time was Courtney Johnson, Spice Adams, and Andre Carter.
Okay.
Yep, coming out of and Courtney, Spice went to Penn State, I believe. Yep, Penn State. Him and Courtney Johnson. Courtney Johnson, I think is his name. But they were nice. Mm-hmm. And but the best defensive lineman was Andre Carter.
Okay, so you realize you're not going to the NFL.
It fucked me up.
You graduated.
Yeah.
What happened next?
After that, I graduated in 2004, and I was like, man, I was done with school. I was happy. Mm-hmm. 5 years done. No more reading all these big-ass textbooks and all these long-ass papers because fuck a page. They want you to do 2,200 words, 2,500 words, 3,000 words. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got a 3,000 word page.
And they didn't have AI then.
Come on, man. they didn't have the internet like they have it now. They had internet, of course. Right. But like, bruh, it wasn't like coming up with what I used to be pulling all-nighters to knock out my papers. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot going on in college, man. You know.
Did you
There's
party?
a lot going on.
Yes, that's all right. Come on, man. You see what's on my arm. You see what's on my arm, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Qs, man. I party. I was a football player and the Q dog, man.
Okay, so we always ask people who really had a good experience and really enjoyed college, we always ask them this question. How many trains did you witness in college?
Whoa.
Especially being part of the football team.
They happen in college. Like I was telling them, I sat there and watched one at the Kappa party. I just watched it happen. I was like, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, she ain't going for this. I was like, oh shit, she going for it.
It's something about college. I think it's something about. I don't know if girls feel like, well, this is my window. This is my window. What stays
be a hoe?
Yeah, bro. I literally know right now some good ass wives and mothers that used to get done crazy. I don't judge them. Let me tell you why I don't judge them. Because they 19, 20, 21, 22 at the most. Like,
but
and
Jah,
you're a better
you still haven't answered the magical question.
I ain't no answer.
How many trays did you witness in college?
I can't count. And I'm not trying to exaggerate. I literally, because the idea of, I didn't even know what groupies meant until I got to college.
Did you have a moment where you first met a groupie, but you didn't know any better? You had sex with her. You're like, I really did something. And then you realize that, and then you talk to your teammates, and then everybody has fucked her, and you're like, oh, damn.
Oh, no. I was gamed up. I'm the youngest. I got older brothers. I was gamed up well. You know what I'm saying? I was gamed up. I had a situation in high school where I was dating a girl, And she wanted me to lock her down and officially call her my girlfriend. And I was like, nah, let's just date and just be together and have time, have a good time together. And she was like, nah, you need to blah, blah, blah. You need to, I want you to be with me and claim me and all that stuff. And so when I'm on all the prep rallies, I'm a big man on campus. I'm in the homecoming king court, and I'm shouting out my parents and my homies, and she wanted me to shout her out, you know what I'm saying, to the school and all that stuff. All whole time she got a nigga she dating this in college.
Damn.
And dating me. But here's the thing. I expected it. She had the biggest ass in the city, and she was in high school. You know what I'm saying? She was 15 years old, 16, looking 21, 22.
Right.
So grown men was out of him. I remember going to her job at this chicken spot she used to work at. It's a nigga outside with candy and a bear. Grown ass man with a goatee.
Right.
Grown ass man to me back then at 16, he's probably 22, 23. Right. You know what I'm saying? And she walked home with me. Took the bear from him and said thank you and walked off on the nigga. Damn. And he just sat there and watched me walk off with the chicken he trying to pursue. But he was grown as hell. He had a car. We walking. I ain't got no car. I didn't get a car until I was a senior in high school, in college, I mean. And so I knew what type of girl she was. She's a girl that's going to have to say no to a lot of niggas. Mm-hmm. But she liked me. I liked her. But I knew ahead of time, this ain't the girl you lock down.
Right.
You don't wife that. You don't wife that. At 16, first of all, I'm not getting married. So
right.
Ain't no point. I didn't get serious about women in relationships until I was way older. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not getting married to you, ain't no point in me really taking a longevity, a relationship serious with you, in my opinion.
So train is a common thing for college sports.
For sure.
Oh, you see it. You see it a lot. Especially in fraternities and sports, you going to see it. It's going to happen.
Now, is it like a sports thing or is it a sports black thing?
Oh no, not definitely. No. It's a college thing.
It's a college thing.
And
it's not a black thing at all.
It's not a black thing.
I think it's happened more on the other side than anything. Because to be honest, and white girls don't be mad at me. It's them.
No.
Those are the ones that I saw. Those are the ones I only know of. It's usually the white girl, and it's the sport teams and stuff like that. That's what I saw the most of.
When I think about train, I imagine white girls, but I imagine black guys.
Okay, that's porn. That's a fetish.
That's porn. That's a porn experience.
In reality, like the train, I'm willing to bet, especially at my school, there was more trains going on with just white on white. And these other there's a city, there's an area in my college on campus called Frat Row, where there's a whole block full of all fraternity houses across the street from each other. So on Wednesdays, the party night, it's not a Friday, Saturday. Friday, Saturday it's cool. It's a party, it's party weekends. But in college, the party days is Wednesday, middle of the week, the biggest parties. The people, you smell the white boy next to you hung over. He smelled like Jack Daniels. And what's a Goldschlager?
Yeah.
He smelled like he's hung over in class on Thursday, and the parties is Wednesdays. The biggest parties are Wednesday during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So, and you see all kind of crazy shit. And at my school, this is white boys. Most colleges, the white boys got bread.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers 18 years old driving fucking Ferraris.
And we had Cal. We talking about Cal now.
Yeah.
So they
paper it up. You know what I'm saying? So so I get what you're saying. That's more like a porn fetish. When you see a black girl, black on white girls.
First, that's not what I like. America. Number 2.
Okay.
I'm just saying, because if you start hearing a lot of like rap lyrics nowadays, they always talk about, and we ran a train on her and all that type of shit. Yeah. It's all over. Even like
I don't think we started it. I think they started it.
Yeah.
In your Kappa party, who was it? A white girl?
It's a Kappa party. It was definitely it was a white girl.
White girl, but the man?
It was all black guys.
Okay.
Because it's a Kappa party.
I'm just asking.
It's a Kappa party.
If you go to, I ain't gonna say the frats, the different white frats, but like you go to like Sigma Pi, this is a white frat, right? I just made one up. Even I'm sure it's a frat to start that, but no disrespect. If it's 15 white dudes, it's gonna be a white girl they training on
all day.
Not 15 dudes, but like, you know.
Oh, I haven't seen. Yeah, I haven't seen some.
I don't even think I can do a devil's threesome.
Yeah, I get it.
I think it's tough.
Here's the thing, man.
You know, two guys, one girl.
As you get older, you kind of grow out of that. Like the idea. I think the first threesome I got, I was juiced about it. I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait. Is she with it? They both with it? Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now it don't excite me as much as it used to. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with the whole train situation. After a while, I was like, when you start realizing what you're doing, I'm like, all right, I'm kind of cool on these.
Yeah, I'm definitely cool on them now.
You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you just trying to. When I got to college, I was 17.
Wait. You participated on a train?
Come on, bro. You see what's on my arm, bro. I'm gonna keep it. I ain't here to lie, but now some things I just won't say. But I mean that. I'm a grown ass man. I've made my mistakes.
More power to you, man.
Yeah. So, bruh, I went to college for 5 years.
Yeah,
and mind
that
you,
extra year.
And I'm gonna keep it 100. The first time I experienced one, it was her asking for it.
No, listen, I'm telling you, there's no.
Well, a chick, as I got older, I realized, bruh, the way I am, I'm a nasty nigga. It's because the women I've experienced my whole life. The women are the reason why I'm the way I am. The homies didn't teach me this shit. Pause.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't learn this from dudes. I learned this kind of stuff from women. I remember a girl going to a girl's house. I'm being the perfect gentleman because I am a gentleman. I am a nice guy.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm also with the smoke too. And she put a porn on. Threw me off. I'm thinking there's no way this girl is gonna let me beat this the first night. I'm at her house. And she ain't never flirted with me, not one time, not even over the phone. No sex, no sexy text messages. And we get to the crib, and the way she dresses, she got body, but she doesn't dress like that. She doesn't flirt, like she doesn't. We had a regular night. We get to the crib, she threw a porn on.
Damn.
And I said, she said
the mood,
and wasn't smiling. She was like, "Is this okay if I play this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." I'm over here giggling. I'm not giggling. I'm smiling. She's like a little kid. I'm like. Oh, I blushed a little bit like, oh, shit. She was like, is this cool? And she was like, are you into that type of stuff? I was like, yeah. Can we do that? Can we do this?
Can we do that?
I said, yes. She turned the phone off, turned the TV off, and walked into her bedroom. I'm like, well, where the other person going to be at? Where she is? She said, she on her way. She on her way. I'm in college. I'm a young dude, and I realized how much I didn't know about sex. I realized how freaky I wasn't.
Right.
When I started dealing with girls older than me, I started dealing with Kyle. I got the Kyle. I'm 17. And you know what I'm saying? So, and by I turned 18, like a semester in, but like girls, man, girls. You start asking girls what they like, and they say they're comfortable with you. You're gonna be surprised at what they say.
Yeah.
And these girls, a lot of these girls don't. Sometimes these girls don't even do it for everybody. They just find you attractive enough, and they find you comfortable enough for them to be that with you. Now,
I ask myself that all the time. Is it because of me, or is she a slut?
It could be both. It could be both. I've been around both. I've been around chicks who just like, man, I just like getting slutted out. I've been around. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. But I got it all out the way now because now I got my wife.
Now you're
me
married.
And my wife cool, and that's it.
Okay, we kind of got derailed.
Yeah. You derailed it like a motherfucker.
It was him.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
We did. Well, we always ask that question.
He started with the train.
Hey.
That's when you see them.
Hey, have you ever been? Have you had some chicks train you?
Nah.
Yeah. Have you been flipped by yeah?
In the situations I've been on, I couldn't.
You're from Puerto Rico, man. You supposed to have.
I don't know. I'm a tame guy, you know.
Okay.
You know, I've sexual partners in the double digits and all that stuff. I had my fun, but in the positions that I saw, like, oh man, maybe that could happen. I wasn't attracted to the other chick, so I never saw it as a possibility.
I feel you.
You know, I was more concentrated on one than the other. Mm-hmm. But maybe I should have, gave the fat chick a chance.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you got to give a fat chick a chance, man.
No, they're good. I don't know what he's talking about.
He probably don't like fat girls.
Yeah, no,
I understand.
It's a nice feel.
It
feels nice.
AD is the weight loss king, so he probably despises.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Like we've said it on many times on this show. After 140 pounds, I don't even know if you in the room.
That's crazy.
And
Like I don't.
That's wild.
Is she here?
And they go the extra mile. They go the extra mile for you too.
That's crazy.
I just can't see past 140.
140 pounds?
I can't see.
It's ridiculous.
I will never.
Whoa.
I will never. There's never going to be a girl on the internet be like, raise her hand and be like, he knocked me down and she 160, 180.
160 is too much?
I'm not that strong.
Yes, you are.
I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong. John over there lifting buildings.
You've had to be with a girl that was skinny once and now she's fat.
No, but not when I knocked her down.
Okay.
Not when I knocked her down.
Okay.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's some fat girls out there now. I'm sure some of them is fat now.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not.
Don't get it twisted. A sexy, slim, fit chick, super sexy. All right, a track chick, a chick that play volleyball. Ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? Volleyball, soccer, nice. And track, they got the best bodies.
Hey, man, the sloppiest blowjob I got was from a skinny white girl.
Hey.
That listened to trap music.
That listened to trap music?
They was putting some shit. It's like, I'm too fucking old for this. I
don't know. Yeah, man. Dog, it's all hey, man. I don't judge those who don't partake in the BBW world. No disrespect. And for you, it's not even big. 160 ain't even big. That ain't even big. But that's too big for you.
So what's the biggest girl that you done went out with?
Come on, man. You ain't gonna believe me. I've been 400 something.
400?
Yes.
You.
Yeah, beautiful.
400.
But shut down the club too.
400,
yes,
John.
Sir. Plus.
Oh no, it's no way. No. You always act like you brave. Are you brave enough for 400?
I don't know. I haven't tried 400.
And I get it.
But if the man says it's a good ride, bro, I'll believe him.
I'm a kid, man.
I can't even imagine that.
And wife, me and my wife talk about this all the time. This is all past shit. And my wife, I've discussed this with my wife too.
Right.
But yeah, man, this is many moons ago, bro. Yeah, right. Bro.
400.
I love women of all sizes. You know what I'm saying? So, and also a big woman, big juicy ass, curvy woman, not a big meatball. A girl that's super curvaceous, but she just big everywhere. But she's bigger.
When she come out them clothes,
there's gut there, but there's so much butt too, and hips and thighs,
and titties too,
and titties.
I'm not that strong.
I get it. I understand. Hey, but it's work. But it's work. It is work. But
it's work.
It's work. But you gotta love it. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta love the work. For example, it's not like some people are like, man, how are you a surgeon and you gotta go through all that blood and guts and sometimes lose a patient, but they love what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
it's a weird example, but yeah.
BBW world
wasn't the best analogy.
You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, BBWs, man.
That was your thing.
Oh, absolutely. I was raised that way though. My dad liked big girls. My dad was a tall, skinny nigga, and he loved big women.
See,
and my
now
dad was
that makes sense because there's a stereotype that skinny black guys love big women.
Yeah.
No, that's what he
That's true.
But he thinks skinny black guys love big fat white women.
All right. So skinny.
That's what he left out.
Skinny, dusty black dudes love white women, fat white girls.
But there's a reason why they like them.
Oh yeah, it's other reasons.
And it's not sex.
What's the reason?
It's financial.
Yeah.
It's definitely financial control.
If you
financial control, a place to stay.
It's probably that. It's also probably that. And it's probably like also it could be sexual too, because they down to do any and everything. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, I'm not into that. But I have my own kinks, right? On my own likes, and I don't judge nobody for theirs. God forbid, as long as there ain't no kids involved, and no forcing, and no animals, no shit like that. If that's your kink, enjoy yourself. Now, as long as it ain't the kids, and that shit, I'll never be okay with that. But like, if you like, you know what I'm saying, the chick to fart on your face, let her do that, man. That's your thing. But I don't judge, man.
All right.
But yeah, the big girls.
So we know after college you did go play a little pro.
I play arena ball. I play 1 year arena ball.
Arena,
you got paid for it, yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Arena ball to me is exciting.
It's arena too, so it's just like we don't get paid as much or something. Like in arena ball, you can get paid thousands, $40,000-$50,000, maybe even a lot more than that if you're a star player.
Right.
For the season. That's just for the season. And then you could do, for the rest of the year, you can do what you want to do.
Is it still around now? Because I know The Rock has started a new football league, right?
That's XFL, I think.
Yeah, I know. That's what they call it. But is Arena still around?
I don't think so.
So I know the X seems like they're about to really start taking over. Are they playing just strictly NFL rules?
I never watched a game of XFL.
Okay.
But I haven't watched a game of NFL fully in years.
In a long time.
You asked me a question earlier about me going into filmmaking and really diving into my craft.
Right.
I kind of left football behind.
Okay. So when you left college, what did you do next? Let's say after the pros, after you played a little arena football, after that, what did you do next?
In 2007, I stopped playing in 2007. And in 2008, I left the Bay Area and moved back home to LA.
Okay.
I moved back home to LA, but at that time, I was a personal trainer 100 pounds ago. I didn't look like this back in the day. I was a personal trainer, but that's what most football players do. Most athletes do when they get out of college and don't go league. They go into real estate, they go into personal training, they go into bodybuilding, or they do something where you can make a lot of money and or you can still stay active physically.
Right.
Now, you did play the body double for Terrell Owens once?
Yeah. So when I was in college, I was my senior year. I think I was done. I was done with college. I was in my early 20s though, and T.O. was still playing with the Niners. And there's a video. If you go back and watch a commercial, it's Michael Vick and T.O. playing. It's like a Nike commercial where it's like computerized though. Well, they on the same. Imagine T.O. and Michael Vick on the same team. That's basically what the commercial was.
That's crazy too.
Right, it's ridiculous, and it showed it too, like what it would look like.
Right,
and so mind you, on set. Damn, they're not gonna have T.O. there all day. I've been there all day. T.O. wasn't even there yet, and so I got this gear on. This is back when I was in shape. You know what I'm saying? I got 81 on. I'm wearing the same outfit, the same uniform, and I'm running in place. I'm doing all the digital shit in front of the green screen. We in this big ass infinity room, and it's a white room, and there's a green screen room, and I'm got the helmet on. I'm running in place. I'm tired as fuck. I'm dodging. I'm doing drills and shit, all because. So when you watch him do all this shit in the commercial, that's me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But his face is his face, and then when he cheers, it's him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But all the physical shit that they're not gonna make him do it. He's mid-season. Like he's an athlete. He might fuck around and get tired or sprain an ankle or whatever. So this is, like I said, back when I was in shape. So I remember when he came in my dressing room to see who was playing his double.
Okay.
And he saw me. He was like, all right. Okay, I see it. Okay. People used to always be like, hey, you T.O., you T.O. And I was in college. I used to be working in security and at this place called the Holy Cow. Okay. Shout out to the Holy Cow, man. This is this bar I used to bounce at. And folks, I'd be in the front checking like these, and niggas look at me like, you look like T.O. Yeah, this is my part-time job. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm joking around. So I looked more like him back then. Okay. You know what I'm saying? When the body was in, the physique was right.
And David Fincher directed that commercial?
David Fincher. You remember that shit, huh? Mm-hmm. I want to believe, yes, David Fincher was doing the commercial, and I remember asking so many questions about the lights, the cameras, and then he was asked, one day not one day, I was there all day, he just turned to me and said, hey, you asked a lot of questions. Oh, what do you do? I said, oh, I'm a film student. I graduated from Cal with a film degree. He was like, oh, shit, what are you doing here? I said, I'm acting. He was like, yeah, oh, it's okay. He says, I said, I just graduated. This is like I was 22, 23. It's okay. He was like, where you from? I said, I'm from LA. He said, go home. He said, go home. What are you doing here? I said, well, and this is back then where I think it might be too early, but I believe Keenan Ivory Wayans was going to start a film studio in the Bay. The old Oakland Air Base, Army or military base. He was going, and they vetoed that shit. They stopped him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking like this about to be. I was with Nancy Hayes Casting. That's back then. That's how I was getting my little auditions for commercials and TV. So he told me to go home, bro. Like pursue it. He saw how I'm asking all kind of questions. They was like. And I went to Cal, went to Berkeley. I graduated with a film degree. And I'm from LA. He's like, go home and pursue this. Mind you, this is 20 years ago.
Right.
And I didn't start getting it cracking really to get my act together until maybe 7, 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I left, moved back down to LA, and that's one of the reasons why I did though.
Because of that conversation, with the director,
right? Wow, because I was like, yeah.
Did you ever seen him? Did you know his work by that point?
I knew
of the
he
commercial?
had 7. I knew him
7, crazy.
So I knew, but I didn't know what David Fincher looked like.
Right.
So I was talking to him, not knowing who he was, not knowing that he was David Fincher. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, but I knew 7. 7 is still one of the creepiest movies to watch.
I love
Fight Club
7 was
out
awesome.
by that point too.
Fight Club might have been.
Fight Club was definitely out before. I think it was out before 7. I think.
No. 7 is first.
Oh, it was after
Fight
7.
Club.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the commercial.
Oh, okay. Oh,
the commercial. Okay. I want to say it came before. It came after Fight Club.
Okay.
I want to say. So, yeah, I moved back down to LA and I transferred. I was a 24-hour fitness in Richmond, California at the Hilltop Mall. I transferred to the 24-hour fitness in Hawthorne on 120th and Crenshaw, Hawthorne in Englewood area.
Shout out Hawthorne. I live in Hawthorne right now.
Boom. Hawthorne, man. I miss Hawthorne, man. Hawthorne was a good time. Man, it's a good time. I had a great time living in Hawthorne. I lived in Hawthorne for like 2008 to 2014. Yeah.
Okay, so now the director told you to go home. You decided to take his advice because the other studio wasn't going to open up. So you got home, and then what'd you do?
I was a trainer, and I started doing comedy. I started doing stand-up comedy in 2009.
How do you just all of a sudden you like, I'm getting on stage?
I've always wanted to, but I didn't have the heart. They used to. I remember I was always a funny dude my whole life. In college, they wanted me. There's a the BSU.
Yeah,
it's called Black Student Union. But at my college, it was called BRRC, Black Recruitment and Retention Center.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how I got recruited to Cal. Because I was a black student, they wanted to get more black kids at Cal, and so at the time I think the leader of the president of the center is my homeboy, my boy Lamont. Shout out to Lamont Snare. He was trying to get me to host a fashion show, or not a fashion show. What was it? A talent show.
Okay. And
I didn't want to get on stage and do that. I was so funny, and they were like, "Nigga, you be perfect for it."
Right.
Because I'm always funny. I'm always in front of everybody. I'm always on the camera. I got my camera. But performing on stage and telling the crowd to do something as far as laugh, you tell a joke. I loved it so much I didn't want to be bad at it.
Right. So now you get on a stage. Where was the club, and how was your first experience?
Comedy Union, man. It's my home stage. It's not up right now. They're closed down. But like that was my first club. I started going to. That's my home club in LA. Comedy Union on Pico.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Enns Mitchell. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know that
Everybody.
One. Yeah, I think
you for sure.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And if you haven't been in there, there's dozens of people that you know
that have been in there.
It's a staple. It was a staple. And before that, it was Mixed Nuts down the street or something like that. That's before I started. But I keep hearing. But
how was that first experience?
Nervous. 3 minutes. Shout out to Memphis Will. He was the host at the time. Okay. And shout out to Memphis Will. He was the host. He hosted Mondays. It was like open mic Mondays. Okay. And I told him I wanted to go on stage and do a set. And I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing yet. I had a book full of notes, jokes and shit that I didn't even know how to write yet. But he was like, "Cool, come here with 10 people, and I'll put you up and give you 3 minutes." I said, "Invite 10 people." I just had to invite 10 people when I can get up. Cool. From here, I know a gang of people. Right. Them 3 minutes felt like 30. Just not knowing how to be a comic, being funny is easy for me, but being a comedian is different. You know what I'm saying?
It's organized.
Yes. Yeah. It's like a street baller, but not being a pro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Dude that can dribble, he can dunk, he can pass even good, but he can't shoot that good. You know
and he don't know the plays.
And he don't know the plays.
Yeah, he don't know the plays.
Right. So, he don't know when to switch. He don't know none of that shit. I was that. That's what most comics are when you first start out. And so it was nerve wracking. I remember I got a video like my first month or two. I got a video. I had only been doing comedy 3 months or less, and I used to always put my hand in my pocket and take it out. hand in my pocket, take it out. Hand in my pocket. And I noticed, that's a nervous twitch. I didn't notice it during the set. And I saw myself and I was like, oh, damn, I look terrible. I look amateur. I would always fuck with the mic. The mic stand, I take the mic off. What's up, y'all doing all right? Cool, man. Hey, bro. Let me say, man, who took a shit in the back? and that's the first thing I would ask. This is a question because that shit really happened. At the Union, if you ever been there, it's set up to where, like, there's a lobby area and there's a bathroom, the female bathroom, and there's like a little outside area. And then on the inside area in the back, there's a male bathroom over there by the kitchen. Somebody blew up the woman's bathroom. I said, damn. And everybody was like, damn. So I was up next. Yo, Jah, you up next. I was like, all right, cool. And I got up there. I was like, hey, who took a shit in the back? They was like, what? I said, no. The women's bathroom back there is fucked off. It stank. Somebody took a shit. And and it's a woman. So it's one of y'all. There's about 42 women in here. I'm looking to see who did it. And I said, and girls was laughing. I said, was it you? No, nigga, was it you? So that's when that was like one of my best jokes. But it was a shit joke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, but who the fuck come to the club to take a shit? Like, why would you come here for that? You know what I'm saying? So you knew you was coming to the club. You knew you was coming to see comedy. Why you come here and blow it up? And you did it early too. Like you got here, it wasn't even like you had some wings and and the grease from the wings and the liquor is mixed. And now it's fucking your stomach up. Now you got to go. No, the show just started, and it's shitty back there. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, but initially I used to always fidget with shit, and I was to keep myself busy or talk too fast because if a punchline didn't land, I got to keep talking. Nah, live in that silence, bro. Be comfortable. They ain't laugh. Fuck it.
Right.
Work on your next joke.
Right.
And this, you know what I'm saying?
So you just stayed in the clubs back then?
I was in the club. Me and Craig was in the. That's how I met Craig.
Okay.
He the first person not the only person. He's the first person that I stuck to. That we just connected day one.
Yeah, he cool as hell.
Yeah. Hence how we met. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? So. You got people like that who you weren't born with as far as like family, but treat you like a brother, and vice versa. Right. Nah, dog, that's family for life. So yeah. So we was in the clubs at least on a heavy day 5 times a week, maybe even 6.
So every then, how did you go from being in the club to creating content? Because that's one of the things you're known for. Yeah, like your funny content.
When did you realize social media is the way to go?
I knew it before I started buying into it. Cause me and Craig and even other people, shout out to Chinadu Naka, Chase Manhattan. It's a lot of dudes, Clayton Thomas, Barry Brew, all these dudes, Tony Baker, Chaz Rogers. I mean, all these dudes were doing content back then. And I was going Dion Lack, and Twilla, I can't forget them. A lot of people were doing content over 10 years ago. I was trying to DP everything. I was trying to get hired to make some money. I'll shoot your shit. I'll direct it. Right. I was behind the camera. Okay. Yes, for years, for a decade before I got in front of the camera. Now, mind you, as an actor, I had an agent. I was always acting. I was always auditioning for like TV shows and commercials. But when it came to like social media, I was behind the scene. Okay. Trying to promote other people or try to get hired to shoot their project. I literally was the guy before. This is my camera set up and green screen. I've been exactly what you're doing. And before I got in front of the camera on social media, once I started doing that, that's when shit took off. And that was 2017. Okay. 2017, I said, man, I got to start doing my own shit. And a lot of that had to do with one of my closest partners that I went to college with. He won Sundance. Shout out to my boy Marty, man, Namdi. He won Sundance in 2017. I was there. I was in Park City, Utah, and this was his first film in the project in the festival. He won Viewer's Choice. Wow! And he sold that bitch. And I remember us being 17 to 18 years old in college, talking about movies and doing trivia and watching movies together. We used to sneak in the movie theaters in college and watch movies. And so that passion he had as well, but he went and played pro football for years. You know what I'm saying? Then once he was done with football, he really started diving into the filmmaking, the production. and he won Sundance.
Was he taking those same classes that you was taking?
Nah.
So
he was taking business classes.
Okay. He had a different route.
He was going to get his master's at Harvard. He was going to Harvard to get his master's in business. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Then he stopped doing that, and he was already in the league. You know what I'm saying? He was already making heavy bread. So I'm assuming that he quit school to dive into filmmaking. Okay. Meaning that's what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what he did. And so fast forward to 2017, he won Sundance. I was like, bro, I gotta come home and change something up. Whatever I'm doing, I've been hustling, but I gotta hustle differently. I gotta maneuver my hustle. Right. And I said that's when I say social media is where I got my fan base, because me and him had made a short film in 2012. Okay. 5 years prior. Okay. We submitted it to Sundance. We didn't get in. Oh, okay. And as I was shooting, I've been always creating. I was always shooting. I DP'd that movie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I DP'd another movie that me and Barry shot, my boy Barry Brewer. We shot in that same summer in 2012 called Perfect Plan. And we premiered it at the downtown the downtown movie theater in downtown LA. Okay. It's not up no more, but it was there back in the day. And so I've always been trying to plug away at it, trying to make it as a auditioning for different roles, different TV shows and shit like that. Nothing ever broke for me yet. So I was like, man, I got to do something. Social media, man, it seems so daunting because I was watching other guys with millions of followers. I'm like, man, I got 92 followers right now. How am I going to get to that? Right. Then I decided, well, bro, you got to start somewhere. Just stop thinking about how much you don't have and just start thinking about, well, I got this access to these cameras and these ideas. Let me just go.
So what was the video that you made that you was like, oh, this ain't that hard?
Well, it wasn't hard. You mean the question? I think the real question is,
but like the response, video,
because the filmmaker, this is what I do. I chop, edit, you know what I'm saying, create, right? But you talking about
what was the video that where about
Tiberius? Oh, Tiberius, the Hood Hitman. Tiberius, the Hood Hitman. That blew me up. That had Snoop Dogg, Tech Nine, different other rapper, other celebrities was following. Was reposting it. It went across the country.
Now, what did those 92 followers turn into after that?
Ooh, I think probably 3,500. Okay. And then 5,000. Okay. And then 7,000. And then 10,000. Right. If you go scroll down on my feed on my page, you can see when I hit 10,000. I took a picture that said 10,000. Okay. And then my next one was 50,000.
How many episodes of The Hitman did you do?
Overall, I think so far I did like 9. Oh, okay. 9. Yeah, and that's hard. But I didn't want to. So it was it was Tiberius. The Bang My Line. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody knew me for. Now everybody thinks of the Lesbian Homie now. Yeah, I didn't progress to that. Right. But initially Tiberius was the Hood Hitman. You know what I'm saying? That shit is funny. I had a t-shirt, I had merch on it. You know what I'm saying? I still got merch. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you was going for it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Did you have like a debate in your mind about high art and low art since you have a filmmaking background as you were...
High art
and low art. Because,
high art, okay.
Yeah, you know how social media is looked upon, like in the filmmaking world. Mm-hmm. But it makes a lot of money.
Low art can make you so much money now. It can make you millions. I'm high art still. I still love... I'm a film purist. I still want to get to the top level. I would love to win an Oscar one day. I would love to win an Oscar one day, but you gotta put the work in. You gotta have that caliber work. I know the difference between this is a sketch that went viral that I made some good money off of. But if I want to win Sundance one day or win Cannes Film Festival, or if I want to sell this to Netflix, I gotta upgrade the quality, upgrade the cinematic level, all that. So yeah, there is a difference, and I know the difference. And it started off with me. If you look at my videos, I tried to make it look like as TV-ish as possible, even as a sketch. A 1 minute sketch was damn looking like a movie or a TV, because not necessarily in the greater quality. Because I had a 5D Mark II, I had a 5D a 5D.
Mark III.
I had a Canon 7D.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was popular for a minute.
Yeah, I had a Mark II. I had a Canon 5D first, but it didn't have Mark IIs don't have slow motion.
Oh, okay.
And the Mark IIIs do, and the 7Ds do. So my homegirl, shout out to Desire, she was selling. She's a photographer, and she had a Canon 7D, and she did some bread, so she was gonna pawn it and sell it to a pawn shop. And I was like, "How much is it gonna cost?" She was like, "It's gonna cost me $300. They gonna charge me $300. They're gonna give me $300 for this camera." I said, well, "I'll give you $300. Just get the camera to me." She said, "Fine." So I had my 7D. I went crazy. Bro. I had a couple CF cards and a couple batteries and a mic, a lens that was damn near out of focus. It was an old L series lens. It was old and cracked a little. It wasn't cracked. It wasn't broken, but it was broken because the focus ring wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'd be out of focus. You got to really fine tune it. And I had a mic that I took from my boy Sean. I didn't take it. I was using it and I never gave it back. Had a hiss to it. It was an old raggedy ass mic, a Rode mic on top of my camera, and that's what I started with. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But that's what got me the fan base. That's what got me to become monetized. That's what got me to make some money to feed back into my equipment.
Right.
And now I got the bread, Sammy's camera. I'm feeding back Amazon. I'm buying everything, but I'm spending all my money on. I'm still broke. I'm not broke no more, but my clothes are still raggedy.
Like anytime you have money, instead of I'm not I get money, I'm gonna buy some Gucci. I'm gonna be like, oh, let me see what type of equipment is on BH Photo.
Let me see. Then I remember back in the day when Aperture wasn't even cracking yet. Aperture just hit the scene, and now Aperture is it. Aperture. I mean, there's so many different companies now. Right. Because I can't afford what the fuck are they? Ari's. Ari kit.
That's ridiculous.
Thousands of dollars. I don't have that yet. And then when I did have it, it still didn't make sense. Because I mean, you're gonna have to spend a $250,000 on real equipment at that level. You know what I'm saying? Or you can spend a couple dozen thousand on some Aperture equipment. Okay. And it's going to be just as good. It's going Aperture. Shout out to Aperture.
So what was your next video after the...
The next video, because I didn't want to get typecasted, because I did the hood, the Debo, basically. Right. Tiberius is like a big gangster nigga. Right. I was like, I don't want to typecast myself only. So my next video, I still counts. My first next video was I'm Coming Too. I did a scare series called I'm Coming Too. And that's a dude named Adonis having a girlfriend named Sade, and she don't let him do nothing without her. Like, she's so overbearing, so jealous that she won't let me do nothing by myself. Anywhere I'm going, I'm coming too. So the first episode of me and her on the couch watching TV, I get up and I'm about to go to the bathroom. She's like, "Where you going?" I was like, "Baby, I'm about to go to the bathroom." She's like, "I'm coming too." That's so funny. What you mean? I'm just about to be in the bathroom. I'm gonna use the restroom. I want to take a dump. Right. I'm coming too, nigga. And it cuts a quick cut to me on the toilet and her in the kitchen, her in the living room, and her in the bathroom with me. Like, hurry up! How you gonna force my shit? Like, how you gonna force? She's like, "Nah, you ain't gonna be in there by yourself. Well, you might be on the phone with a bitch." I said, "My phone is not even in here. I'm not even. I don't care. Hurry up!" The next cut, I cut to me about to lay down and take a nap, and I lay down and she comes to frame too. She lays down with me. I was like, "Baby, what you doing?" I'm coming too. I'm about to take a nap. Yeah, me too. You're not even sleepy though. Nah, cause fuck that. Cause I ain't gonna have you fucking with no bitch in your dreams. That went viral. And so for like months, every time people saw, "Oh, I'm coming too. I'm coming too." And then that I've done several episodes of that.
So what's crazy is that when I looked up all your stuff, so on Facebook, you have 3.7 million. Yeah. On YouTube, you got 1.7 million. On Instagram, you have close to 800,000. Yeah. Like it just seems like you kind of took over social media. And even when we go places and we gonna go get some food, they be like, "Jah, you're my favorite. Can I take a picture?" Bro. Nah, it's dope to see.
And so that's why, even though it might be low art, like sketches, compared to like the filmmaker that's going to enter into Sundance, a film festival or something like that, most filmmakers don't have that access to the public. I thought, like, man, I tried the filmmaker's way, and I'm still always a filmmaker first, but I said social media allowed you to get the people. get the fan base, build a fan base, and if you treat them right, and treating them right, this means giving them the content that they like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And appreciate them when they show love. So when I do run into them in public, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to shake a lot of hands, but I appreciate that because without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And that's cliche to say, but that's the truth. Like them viewing your videos, them sharing your videos, what you want. So when you hear somebody say, bro, I mean, I done shared, man, at least 100-something videos from you to my coworkers, to my family members. That's what I need. Right. That becomes people come to me all the time. Hey, man, my homeboy, my brother, man, put me on to you. I didn't know who you was until my cousin, he kept sharing your videos in this group chat. Now I know who you are. I'm a fan now. Thank you. And they come to my comedy show. Right. They buy a ticket or they buy a T-shirt. So all that allows me to be a professional filmmaker. I don't have to get a side job. Now I can just do this. Right. And so when I do get a lump sum of money, I do build enough capital, I can produce my own project the way I want to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you because, like, with me, I've done, the make a movie, throw it to a festival, get rejected, get accepted to, the shitty ones. And no offense, but this podcast, it's low art. But out of everything in my life that I have cut together, edited, and released, this is the one that gets the most reception. More comments, more shares.
Yeah. Millions of views.
It's like, to my classmates, fuck them.
Right, because, so this is what you do. Do the low art. This is valuable as well. But don't ever lose focus on your shit, the filmmaker in you, because the low art, you might... If in some way you can make some money doing this, or even something else, like the objective is to win a film festival or sell a movie or sell a show, you get to do that. And if you it's just all practice. Because to me, all the sketches I've shot over 500 sketches. That's a lot of practice. So when I get on set, I can move fast. You know what I'm saying? I can edit. I could direct on the spot now. You know what I'm saying? For example, season 3 of Lesbian Homie was scripted. Season 2 wasn't scripted. There was no script.
And was it like Curb Your Enthusiasm where you, in the script, you hit the points that you want to hit, and then you just ad-lib the dialogue?
Or I could literally, in this room right now, everything y'all say on camera, I'll just tell it to you. Say this, and you say this, and you say this, and you say this, say this, and then we cut it. But it's the practice. It's the
goddamn is like, that's impressive.
Yeah. So, and that's why, and at one point, it's like sometimes, and that's why I feel like my strength is directing. I feel like I'm a dope actor. I feel like I'm funny enough, and I'm convincing enough in other characters that I play, even with the drama. But my strength is in my writing and in my directing.
So, who are your top 5 directors?
Spike, Quentin, I love Christopher, brother Nolan.
Yeah.
Not in the order, but even though kind of in order, my favorite would be Spike. I grew up on Spike. But Quentin is something different. Quentin is so unlike anybody else.
That's true.
He's
Fiction, crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
His pen game. His pen's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As a writer, I love it.
Crazy.
Django.
Crazy.
I love everything he's done.
I can't say that.
No?
You know?
Not everything.
Even like projects like Death Proof, which are not my favorite, I still appreciate certain moments he creates.
Right, I get that. Then I'll go. I did Nolan.
You did Spike Lee. You did Quentin and Christopher Nolan.
Oh, and then okay. I think I got 2 slots left.
Who did the Italian job? What's the black guy that did the Italian
Gary
job?
Gray.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if he was going to be on. I don't know if he's going to make your list.
In the top 5?
Oh, not.
You know what? Thank you.
Don't let him pressure you.
Italian job, crazy though.
But if you got Italian job and Friday, those 2 extremes, he got to be in my top 5. He don't have to be in my top 5, but I will put him there. I will put him there.
I didn't even know he did Friday.
That's his first film.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, John Singleton.
Oh, he nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Singleton. This in Poetic Justice, Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning, Baby Boy. Nah.
It's funny. I seen the star of Boys in the Hood yesterday in the weight room.
Boys, Cuba?
No. The
Morris?
I think the one. Is it Boys in the Hood?
Or Menace to Society?
Maybe it's Menace to Society.
Was it Kane? Was it Tyron?
The little short guy.
Dark skin dude?
Yeah.
Tyron Turner? Probably Tyron.
Okay.
That's Menace to Society, yeah.
Okay, Menace to Society, yeah.
And that was dope,
I just seen him last night.
The Hughes brothers, they should have kept making movies.
Yeah.
Them dudes. So that's when, now mind you, of course, there's so many others. Wes Anderson? Yes. I mean, he's...
Like, you immediately recognizes him.
He's probably the most visually... that's Wes Anderson for sure. He's so and Spike too. Spike with the. Hey, I love guys who have their brand of filmmaking. Wes Anderson.
Yeah. Spike always do that little floating thing.
Yeah.
Where the dolly that the guy is just like moving with it. Yeah.
When I see that, I'd be like, oh, it's a Spike Lee movie. Yeah.
So I would say Spike, Quentin, Christopher Nolan, F. Gary Gray, and
John Singleton. Okay.
But here's the thing. I love so many movies, bro. I love so many different directors.
Like Godfather and all
I was like Francis Coppola.
Like, that's interesting about him, because he had like a 10-year that he just makes masterpieces, and then I won't say he fell off the cliff, but then he did. Sometimes
filmmakers get to a point where they try to make some idea that they like, but everyone else might not like. Like that could be the case. And what's his Scorsese?
Yeah,
Scorsese taught Spike some shit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So
fine. Do you think you want a career like as Scorsese or Clint Eastwood, that you're directing into your 90s?
I feel like I will direct something. I mean, I feel I'm directing forever. Mm-hmm. But then again, after doing these series I've been doing over the last couple of years, they're like movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're series because they're 10 episodes. But Lesbian 3 was 400 minutes. 400 plus minutes. You know what I'm saying? I think it was 406 minutes.
Not to go back, but let's talk about My Lesbian Homie. Like, how'd you even come up with the concept? Because we do know that you're on your third series of that. How'd you even come up with the concept?
Man, I be seeing lesbians that be looking good. And I'm like, damn, she got frame out the game. You know what I'm saying? She thick. You know what I'm saying? Because she got more body than her girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, and I used to have a joke. I mean, I say, like, studs, understand, y'all still just women to me. I'm too much of a man to take you serious as anything more than just a tough time girl. I mean, a tough time boy. That's all you. That's all a stud is to me. Don't be pretty. Don't be like Young and May. I'm not attracted to her. She's not an attractive girl.
Right.
Not an attractive woman. You know what I'm saying? Even when she was more girly, because even at one point in time when she was rapping, she was more feminine. She was more probably still gay, but she wasn't no stud. Mm-hmm. And if she was a stud, she was like a soft stud. She was wearing she still had her hair pressed, and she was still talking about smashing dudes and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, I still wasn't attracted to her. Not saying she was ugly, but I just wasn't attracted to her. So
there's something about the challenge of maybe I'm fucked up, but when a woman thinks I'm a piece of shit, that really gets me on.
That's hilarious.
No?
You have a lot of problems you need to work through.
Let's go back to the Lesbian Homie.
You got some shit you need to work through.
Man, I realized, I used to bounce at this club, and this stud chick used to come almost a couple times a week. Mm-hmm. She would come to the club, and she would always have like a bad chick with her, or two, like pretty ass girls. And then this chick was pretty, but she had long ass pretty hair, like a little black Indian chick. Mm-hmm. Hair was down, ponytails hair. Her hair was always made well, but she always wore like skinny jeans, like Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like she would, "What's up, fam? What's going on? Be good?" Like, that's how she would talk. And I'm like, this pretty than a motherfucker. And then she wore some tight ass little some tight ass skinny jeans. She walked past. I said, "Oh shit!" It felt weird. I said, "Nigga, she got ass." I'm seeing her walk with two girls on the side of her like this, and I'm like, "Oh, she got more ass than the girls that she's holding on to."
That's funny.
That was years ago. So fast forward to me always having this joke. Even if you go down to my timeline, it's a joke. It's a rant I do on my IG where I'm like, ladies, I don't know, no matter how much you tape your titties down and how much you cover your ass, you still is a woman to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can still get slid into. You know what I'm saying? So I've been saying that for years, right? So fast forward to E. The girl that plays E on the show, her real name is Essence, but she goes by E in real life. And at the time, I don't know why I kept her name the same. But usually I give everybody a character name, but I just happened to keep it E. She DM'd me. This is back in like 2018, I think. And she was like, hey, I'd love to be patiently waiting to be in one of your videos. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, cool. And I clicked on her page. I said, oh, shit. E6'2". Ooh. E6'2", yeah. She a big girl. But she tall and curvy. You know what I'm saying? Hella yams. I saw that too. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn. And she got her back, she's tatted. She got short hair too. And at the time she had short hair, almost like a finger wave almost. Mm-hmm. But then she had her back is fully tatted. I said, oh shit. She looked like she can if she told you or someone told you she was gay, you would believe it. Mm-hmm. That's gay. She had gay swag a little bit, but she's not gay at all. But I didn't know her. This is just me looking at her pictures. Okay. And see all this tat she got on her arm and shit like that on her back, all this butt she got, and she's tall. And I was like, she seemed like a chick that play like be a gay chicken that play basketball. Right. She a center or a power forward. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I asked her. I told her I got this idea. So eventually, I think after a couple of weeks, when I figured out how I was going to do the sketch I was going to do with her, I invited her down to the crib. She came down, and then I put her in some of my big ass dude clothes, and we made her a stud. Mm-hmm. Put a beanie on her head, and then the sketch was, I don't know if you seen episode 1 where she's me, her, and my boy Tay, which is played by G Wayne. All three of us are homies. Right. And we outside, we just got finished playing basketball. And so he's like just talking shit. And she's like, hey, Bruce, my character's name is Bruce. Hey, can I go, can I use your shower? I got a little date with this bad chick tonight. You know what I'm saying? I guess she lived too far. Like she was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, you can use my shower. If she got like a little overnight bag in the car, yeah, go ahead. So this next shot is me and her walking into my bedroom. I'm like, you can get dressed in here, and the shower's right there, and here's some towels. I said, I'll go get your towels. As I'm walking out the room, she's like a dude. So she started undressing already. And so as soon as I walk in the door, I'm about to close the door, and I see her, and she pull her shirt up, all this butt. I said, whoa. It just changed my whole idea of her. The whole idea of, oh, this is a stud homegirl. She's gay. So I never looked at her once or twice. Right. But I just see that she took off her shorts, and she had these leggings on, these basketball shorts on, like leggings under all this ass. I said, so Bruce, like any nigga that love ass, is like, damn, I didn't know she was holding like that. Right. So she see me look at her like, bro, what are you doing? I said, oh, my fault. Here's the towel. And I'm still looking at her like, shit, you got body. And she's like, nigga, I close the door, man. Don't make this weird. I said, my fault, my bad. So I close the door. I go downstairs. I'm like, yo, Tay, man, you didn't tell me the gay homie had body. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what you mean? Nigga, he's like, she got framed, dude. Like, she got ass. Right. He said, ugh, dog, that's the homie. She like a nigga to me. I don't even look at her like that. Right. Now, fuck all that. Fast forward to she come downstairs with a dress on. Oh. Tight ass dress on, slow motion, music playing. I see her. She like dap up the homie, dap me. All right, fam, I'm out. And she walking down the street, and I follow her. Like, nah, I got to see what's up with you. I cut the music cuts off, and I'm like, what's that then? Damn, E, I didn't know you. I didn't know you. I thought you was gay. I am gay. I said, you looking real ungay right now. So what's up? How about we go hang out sometime? You know what I'm saying? Catch some dinner. She was like, nigga, fuck that. I'm gay, bro. I said, matter of fact, I'm about to go on a date with a chick. She's like, well, why you dressed like this? You don't look like you did earlier. She's like, well, pretty bitches like pretty bitches. The chick I'm on a date with don't even know I'm gay. We about to have like a little dinner date, me and the girls, until it's too late. And that was her ploy. Like, it be chicks like that. The gay chicks that dress up like a girl and just to be out with girls, just to get close to them.
Get them drunk, catch them slipping.
So that was the thing. That was episode 1. Boom. Okay. That shit went viral. Crazy. I said, oh shit, I gotta do it again. I don't even know E like that. We just met. That first day we met, you shot that sketch, that was it.
Any backlash from the alphabet people?
Nah. I haven't. I've met a couple studs or lesbian chicks in passing. They give me the friendly angry. damn, dog, you got out here looking crazy, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with no dudes. I was like, it's a joke. They say it in fun. Oh, okay. I've never had somebody that's fucked up and this is bad. Now, and if it has happened, I haven't seen it, and I've been doing this for like 5-6 years. So
right,
I'll tell you this: when I'm in the club, I respect the studs girl more than I would respect the dude's girl. I don't fuck with the studs girl. Once I see it, I'm like, it's yours. You know, I'll look at the girl, but I'm not gonna pursue her.
Because you got a stud, right? A lady chick.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something about it. Hasn't happened to you?
I mean, I would respect any girl, any chick in the club that got a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
You'll be surprised. No, okay, like what you said about girls, yeah, they're a little bit sociopaths.
Oh, girls is crazy. Are you saying because the stud girlfriend is like super aggressive?
Maybe. I don't know why it is, but they seem like they have a reputation.
They be a little aggressive.
You know?
Hey, fan, that's me, bro.
Yeah,
watch out, chill. My bad, homie.
Yeah, nah, it'd be just like that.
And that's dudes are just come up and just hug their chick or
they don't approach it differently. Yeah,
but the stud chicks, they
need to work on that.
Fam, because they try to overcompensate.
Right.
You know so you know what I mean.
I didn't know what you meant when you said that. When you say I respect the girl's girl,
I don't know if I respect them, but I just know not to fuck with them.
You meant like
I see, because usually with the stud is like the pretty girl is with her. She's always dancing, having a good time in the circle. And as a guy, you're like, oh, do I jump rope? Do I go in? But once I see the stud, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna respect it.
Yeah, you might get it might be a bigger situation. That stud chick can fuck around and she be willing to crash out off over her girl. A dude's like, hey, bro, that's me, man. Oh, my fault, bro. It's all good.
So, John, now you did that first little episode, but you didn't even know it was going to be an episode. It was just something you was putting together.
It blew.
So you was like, oh, I'm going to make another one.
And another one. And then folks like, well, now at this point, this is going to be a series. I'm going to put a storyline to this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I had the next episode was after I already cracked at her and got rejected by E. Right. Bruce is like, damn, all right, this is what it is. I've been rejected before. Moving on. Mm-hmm. So E has a conversation with her gay homegirl, her stud homegirl, Chris, and they just talking like, yeah, this dude tried to talk to me the other day. So what you say? I told him no. That says, hell no, I'm gay. He was like, I feel you. Yeah, that's weird. Then the conversation came up like Chris realized that E never been with a man before. Mm-hmm. So you never been with a dude before? Hell no, I'm gay. We both gay. He said, yeah, but I've been with a guy before back in the day, and I didn't like it. So I knew I was gay because I wasn't attracted to men. Right. I tried it back in the day when experimenting, trying to figure out who I am. Well, I already know who I am. That's what E's saying. I already know who I am. How you know you gay if you ain't never had a dude? Right. She was like, nigga, because I just know. And then Chris says this. She's like, that's like saying you don't like onions, but never had an onion. Yeah, it's true. You know what I'm saying? And then it got her thinking. So he's like, so the next scene is Bruce answers the door and E come in, and Bruce's like, what's up, E? Hey, Tay ain't here. I'm thinking Tay is our mutual homeboy, right? G Wayne, right? Tay not here. What you over here for? Because me and her cool, but we cool through the homie, right? You know how you friends because you mutual. Yeah, mutual friends.
Yeah, the other person show up without him. You'd be like, why are you here?
Why you here? Where Tay at? Right. I'm not here. And I'm like, okay, what's up? And she back in her stud clothes, though. Looking like a dude again. And she was like,
yeah, that's different.
And she was like, yeah, man. I need you to smash. I said, what? I didn't hear you. I need you to smash. Well, speak up, my nigga. I need you to smash me, bro. Right. I'm like, what? And basically, I need to see if I like this or not. Which is goofy as fuck, but I wouldn't be surprised if women.
That's some real life shit, though.
And so like some real life shit. We get in the bed, and she's like, "Nigga, don't slide I'm not taking my clothes off. Just slide my boxers to the side." And I slide in, and then she's like, and a little tear comes down, and you can hear some music. And then the episode over. And niggas is hooked. Niggas is hooked now. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so episode 3 is like she go back to the homies walking different. Yeah. And the gay homies, the stud homies is like, yo, bro, why you walking like that? Oh, hell. Hey, fam. You got fucked.
Oh,
yeah, shit like that. So
Oh no!
And now it's a storyline. Fast forward to.
See, I've been watching 3. I need to go back to 1 to see how it really jumped off.
Yeah.
I got to go back to 1.
And 1 is lower produced, lower quality because I had the cheap. I was just getting started. I was broke as hell, broke as fuck. At that point, man, it was just me and some of the homies. We all lived in the same house. Niggas sleep on the floor, niggas on the couches. Niggas, we was struggling, but we was working.
Right.
We was and that my team was strong, and we was aggressively putting out content, shooting for each other, coming up with ideas.
That's dope. Is this the sketch house? Nah. Because Craig was telling me that it used to be this thing called the sketch house. He said you used to be there.
I used to be over there.
Yeah, everybody used to go over there. How was that?
The sketch house was dope as hell. It could have been so much better. It was a place to where creators could come and use like a location, like a bedroom or a kitchen or a bathroom or a backyard, for free. Just come here and make your content. That was every Thursday.
But he said everybody lived in, some people lived in the house too.
The guys that ran the sketch house lived there too.
Okay.
It was their house. They lived there, but they opened it up on Thursdays to the public. The public meaning people that they were invited there, people who they know.
And they didn't have to pay rent.
Yeah, I mean they paid rent, but they.
No, I'm not talking about the invitation.
What about the cameras? Those people that came? Did they bring their own cameras, or were the cameras there?
Bring their own cameras.
Okay,
you bring everything. We do is provide the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the kitchens, and
that ain't that bad.
Nah, and they should charge eventually. They should charge at least for cleanup fees, like people using the bathroom, paper towels, and like at least $20, maybe $5 a person.
Right.
$5 a person. It'd be 30 people in there. There are 30 people in there. Sometimes 40. You'd be cracking in there.
Oh, okay.
And so to where so Alejandro was in the kitchen filming a kitchen scene with a girlfriend, and then AD is in the bedrooms doing a bedroom scene, with having a threesome sketch or something like that. And then the homies in the other bedroom doing something else. Then somebody in the living room, and they had a den too. They had a living room and a den. So like,
how they do with the sound? And
you had to be quiet. Yo, it's my turn. I'm getting one. I'm about to roll one. And quiet. Action. Yo, little take. And cut. All right, y'all go ahead. Now
that's dope.
So you had to orchestrate and you had to respect each other's space and time.
Yeah, that's dope.
And that worked for a long time. But like I said, when there's a lot of attractive women involved, things go right.
Everybody's trying to fuck them.
You know what I'm saying? So energy started getting weird. Folks started doing too much, pursuing different type of women. This girl messing with this guy messing with that girl, and then these people fall out. And then people start bashing the names of certain people online. It got ugly. It got ugly. I ain't never got into that because I'm strictly a professional filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be doing the sketch shit to build the fan base. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't come to the sketch house for the women. I didn't flirt with the chicks. I didn't smash the chicks. I came here to shoot with them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know that if I'm playing a guy, I need a girlfriend. I need a girlfriend. I need an ex-girlfriend. I need a drama scene. So I need you for this. You know what I'm saying? And you looking good is going to be even extra eye candy. So with good script, good directing, and a pretty ass actress next to you, you're going to have a successful video if it's funny. And she look good. You know what I'm saying? So the sketch house was dope. I met a lot of good people there. So I always show love to the sketch house because that's where I got my start at. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started being shooting sketches consistently and being creative as fuck. I did my Tiberius there. Right. I did my I'm coming to there. You know what I'm saying? By the time the Lesbian Homie came around, I was already somewhere else.
You was already doing
that because of the sketch house kind of like folded. You know what I'm saying?
So now you completed your first series, the Lesbian Homie 1. So now you was like, I'm gonna do it again.
Nah.
Oh no?
Nah, not initially. I completed this episode season 1 prematurely because with E, she lives far. She lived in the IE. You know what I'm saying? And it was very hard to get a hold of her when it came to shooting and scheduling shoots and stuff like that. She driving a lot. She had a son. She was going to school. She was actually in college at the time, and she had a job. She was juggling a lot of things, and the show was becoming very popular, which is great. But it became a hassle to shoot. It would take me damn near 13 days to shoot one episode. Wow! Because I wouldn't get her. I got her one this Saturday, and then I don't get her to the 2 Saturdays later. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I was like, I'm done. Like with this series because it's so hard, it's too hard to make.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I closed it off, and then I did 10 episodes of season 1, and that was it. And I was gonna be done with it, and then the fans kept asking for it years later. So 2019, the season 1 was made. I didn't make 2002 until I didn't make season 2 until 2002.
Okay.
So yeah, so 3 years later.
Wow.
You know, fun fact of, the episode of the girl trying dick for the first time. You are aware that straight girls like having sex or with gay men, and some gay men do allow that. So I'm just letting you guys know that nobody's safe. No, that's a true fact. Because wait a minute, I have a lot of gay friends, and they tell me this shit.
It's not surprising.
And they tell me this shit. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, the girl wanted to fuck, so I fucked her.
No, but that's the thing that be weird for me. If you gay, how do you get motivated?
It's touching, the skin touching. I don't know. They're on drugs too. I don't know, but it happens. That's what I'm telling you. So your girlfriend is not safe when she goes with the gay people. Just letting you know.
She says she's not safe.
Well, here's the thing. I don't even believe in my wife can't have a male homeboy unless he's gay. Nigga, if he's straight, you can have your male homeboy just don't fuck him.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, the whole concept of niggas like, oh nah, my wife can't have no male friends. That all depends. Like me personally, I'm a male friend to a lot of females who I ain't never fucked. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of close homegirls I grew up with, who I went to college with, who I've only had platonic relationships with, and it's been 20-something years. Mm-hmm. I'm at their wedding. Like, right. Hey, girl, do your thing. Hey, pleasure to meet you, bro. Good to meet you, y'all. I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all to be married for 100 years. I ain't trying to fuck your girl, and she look good, and she got cakes too. That's not. But
you told them that?
No. I don't say that. What I'm saying is like people say like there's a and I understand where this comes from, but they were like, can men and women be friends platonically? And a lot of niggas be like, nah, nope. Some women be like, nope, no, yeah, you can. And then women will say this. Women will say, well, yeah, right, because as soon as you tell your platonic homeboy to come over and get that, watch he come get some. A nigga didn't say I wouldn't fuck the homegirl. Mm-hmm. She looked good. She got body. She got frame. I would smash her if she asked me to, but she never asked me to.
Right. And
I've been knowing her for 20-something years. And I got a wife now.
Right.
I'm never going to smash her. She can offer me the pussy now. Right. So it's not about, it's basically saying women and men can't be friends because they don't have the willpower not to fuck each other if they come on to each other. Mm. That's what they're saying. Right. Bro, nah. If I went to my wife's high school mixer. It was not a reunion. But it is a reunion. Last Saturday, AD. Yeah. She has one of her best friends she grew up with. I met him there. I met him at the wedding. He came to the wedding. Small world. Her best friend she grew up with, one of her male best friends she grew up with, went to college with my best friend. You know what I'm saying? With my closest partner. And so I've known of him for years. I met him at the wedding. I got to really talk to him at this mixer. Super cool dude, solid guy. I seen pictures of them since they were in middle school. Mm-hmm. He was super short. She's super tall. They the same age. Right. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Now they're the same. Now he grew, but they like the same height now. But she been knowing him since they were like not even 10 years old yet. So she said, this is now I meet my wife. She was 30 when I met her. She said, yeah, one of my homeboys is my guy, kind of like a brother to me. I ain't gonna be like, well, shit, you my girl now. You can't have no brothers. That ain't your real brother. Right. Because I know her real brothers. She's closer to this nigga than she is to her real brothers. Right. You know what I'm saying? If she ever smashed a nigga, she said, no, I believe her. Because I got homegirls I grew up with. Well, I ain't never smashed. Right. And they look good, too. Right. And my wife look good. And this dude ain't a bad-looking dude. So just don't fuck the nigga. And if I got to keep you out of having a relationship with a male homeboy or a female homegirl because I think you're going to have sex with her, then...
Yeah, what kind of relationship is that?
Yeah. If you fuck it up, if I trust you enough to have male friends, or you trust me enough to have female friends, and I fuck it up, then obviously I wasn't meant for you. Right. I don't deserve you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. Anyhow, that was a tangent, I know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I feel about that. But at the same time, I do understand some niggas be tempted.
Yeah.
Some niggas you can't leave with your girl. And they good dudes too. They're like, man, I'm sorry, bro, but you know I'm a slave to the flesh. Some niggas like, bro, if some niggas, you know, bro, I went to college, bro. It was 135 niggas on the football team. Mm-hmm. That's how many guys I know every year. 100+ dudes on the football team, and you living life with these guys, partying with them, playing football with them, working out with them. You know what I'm saying? And their girlfriends is coming around. Your girlfriends is coming around, and it's a dorm full of dudes and dorm full of chicks. Ain't no it's co-ed. You know what I mean?
Right.
If your chick sleep off and dip off and fuck somebody, then she ain't for you.
Right.
It's a everybody got a choice in life. Yeah. And you like, damn, sorry, bro. She
it was an accident, you know. I slipped on the dick.
I accidentally fucked your girl. Some niggas will accidentally fuck your girl because they weak niggas and they can't say no to pussy.
Right.
That's just all it is. Does it make him a bad nigga in all aspects of life? No, necessarily.
Yeah, depending how close he is to me. If he's on the like 10, like on the top 10 people I hang around with
I know a nigga. I know some dudes. I'm a hood nigga though. You know what I'm saying? Not a street nigga. I'm a hood nigga. I know some nigga that'll take a bullet for you and will still fuck your girl if she came on to him. Niggas game maker dudes for the set. Oh, the homie got beat up. They gonna come retaliate and beat those niggas up. He gonna go to war with you, but let you go to jail. And this girl looking good, coming. You know what I'm saying? He might mess around and still smash your chick. And that's a terrible thing to do. Don't get it twisted, but like, I know niggas, great husbands. I mean, I know great fathers, but bad husbands.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Be cheating all over their wife, but they a hell of a father to their kids.
That was my father.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying you could be terrible. The objective is to be thorough in every aspect of life. Be a good dude and a good person in every aspect. But some niggas fall flat. One of my homeboys was a historic, traditional cheater. He been married twice already. I love this dude. I can confide in him. I can rely on him for a lot of things. But he don't cheat on his wife. That's one thing he don't do. He gonna be he's very, very attentive to his son. Very attentive. But he gonna cheat on his wife. That's what he does. That's what he does.
There you go. So now we know you've done 3 just came out. I think the last episode was just released, right?
Yep, last Tuesday. This past Tuesday. Okay.
How's that one going so far?
It's going great. It's going great. The finale. Some people don't like it. Some people love it.
Oh, okay.
Some people don't like the finale because they didn't come out and then end the way they wanted it to end. Okay. And some people love the ending. Is it gonna be a 4? Yeah, we know 4.
Oh, no more? That's it?
I don't see it. I'm kind of done with the storyline.
Okay.
Never say never. Never say never. But like,
you get a big picture deal tomorrow.
That changes everything.
Now they like, nah, we gotta go do 4.
Do 4. I would most likely they're gonna want to redo it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they gonna want you to redo.
I wouldn't be surprised if they see how big the Lesbian Homie went from beginning to end.
Right.
All 3 seasons were huge. They might be like, this is something. This concept is dope. We like the story. Well, let's redo it because for season 1 isn't very done well. Isn't done very well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that was probably my biggest response.
Right.
I got 20 million views on some of these episodes. You know what I mean? So, which is a blessing, and I only that's through the grace of God and the love and support of the fans that watched it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that was a big splash, and now this is a climate where YouTube don't really show that much love as far as views.
Right.
You can have 1 million followers and your video don't get watched.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. You start getting tricky.
But even with that show, it still did well online.
Right.
With that show, everything I put out does well. It does good. But as well as it used to do,
right?
No, all of the stuff I put out does well,
right?
But the stuff used to kill back in the day. I used to drop a video and in 3 days it's at 1 million views.
Do you think YouTube is trying to mess with it?
Oh, I know for sure.
Oh yeah. I kind of feel that way too. Yeah.
Because
it sucks.
It does suck.
It seems like they don't want to pay out like that no more.
That's what it is, and they're trying to, and they're also becoming more commercial. They've always been like, commercial friendly. But like for ads and AdSense,
right.
Like a lot of the stuff, even though this is real life TV stuff, I do like from language to concepts to dialogue to what I'm saying shots. is very, you know, it should be on HBO or Stars or like a premium channel.
Right.
But it's on YouTube. And because I think they're trying to like crack down on language.
I think and I've been telling AD that the future in my eyes is going to be X, Twitter. Because Elon Musk is slowly, because now you can make, you know, make money out of, you know, Twitter.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it just changed recently.
Yeah, it changed. So once you have 500 followers, and then you're up to 5 million impressions in 3 months, and then you pay for the premium, you qualify. So let's say you...
Oh, you got to pay.
Yeah.
To get some money back. Oh, yeah. That's the difference.
But now he already signed a deal with Khloe Kardashian to do a reality TV show straight to X. And they also signed, you know, the versus battles. Mm-hmm. They're going to be exclusively on X now.
Okay.
So they're kind of like...
I wonder what happened to the versus. Versus was cracking.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was dope.
Yeah.
And they're bringing it back?
Yeah.
So it seems like Twitter, like it's moving towards that direction because they also want to create an app similar to YouTube where you can just like watch it like Apple TV on your TV. So I feel like in a year or so, more creators are gonna flock that way.
You might want to. Do you release anything on Twitter?
Yeah, not exclusively. Not exclusively.
Oh, okay.
Because Twitter, I think I don't know how long. Is it 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
Well, now they changed it. Like if you want to put like, I just testing it out. Have put a 2-hour episode of the podcast on Twitter and it.
Oh, see, back in the day, it wasn't like that. So that's different. If that's the case now, I'll put a whole episode on there.
Yeah, you should see how it do. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's going to kill. And the best thing about them is that you can do whatever you want.
No censorship.
No censorship.
Yeah, I see that. That's all kinds of shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hey, X is cracking.
Yeah.
Cannot open it in public, but it's good.
You can't. My Twitter crazy. My Twitter crazy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you just did 3. You just filmed it. It just went well, and now we know you're on a quest to lose weight.
Yeah.
What kind of sparked that? How you get it?
Well, I've always, for the last 15 years, man, I've been struggling with my weight. Even when I was just chuff. Chuff is just a chubby buff, and I was still kind of swole and just a little chubby around. Now I feel like I'm just full out fat now, man. So, and I've always wanted to get back to my playing weight or close to it, which is like 250, 260.
Right.
And look good again. Mm-hmm. Feel better. I don't remember being that tired back then. Right. And I remember looking better in my clothes, looking better on camera. And I saw myself in season 3. Season 3, I'm heavier. I was heavy in season 2. I'm even heavier in season 3. I look crazy, bro. So, and it's just an opportunity for me to finally lose the weight consistently. Because I've lost weight. I'll lose 50 pounds and then gain 70 back. Wow. I've done that before. I'll lose 10 pounds and then gain 12 back. I'll lose, you know what I'm saying, 25 pounds and gain 30 back.
But just being around you lately, you seem focused. I'm super focused. Like you locked in.
Yeah. I'm locked in. For one, so shout out to once again Craig for introducing me to you. Right. And you introduced Dherbs to me. Right. I knew nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And I never even took a cleanse before. The idea of taking a cleanse is like, man, I ain't doing that shit. As much as I need the shit I need, I'll be rejecting it. I'm not doing no vegan shit. I'm not doing no vegetarian shit. Nah, hell nah. I'm not doing a cleanse, a water cleanse, a cayenne pepper cleanse, or whatever cleanse. Detox, I ain't got time for that. I do have time for it. I don't want to take the time for it. But talking to you in that brief conversation we had over the phone about losing weight, losing over 100 pounds in 6 months, that triggered me. I was like, damn, I don't want to lose too fast and be looking like a flying squirrel with too much saggy skin. But if I do it properly, like you say, we're still training, still working out, still doing cardio, still eating the right proper foods, eating that raw vegan diet. Right. Not the diet, raw vegan meal structure, I should say. That's challenging only because I love eating all the other bullshit. But my want and my need to drop the weight and look great again, I ain't looked great in a long time.
But you getting there though.
I'm getting there.
15 days you lost.
Yeah, I lost 50 in 15 days with the cleanse and the proper eating, and I won't even say proper eating with the raw vegan, which is probably the proper way to eat. Even though we all meat eaters, but we all pause. That is, Ooh, pause as hell. Pause crazy.
I'm a meat eater.
Yeah, pause indeed. And so, but that, and then the training twice a day, I lost 31 pounds in 2 weeks.
Amazing.
And that's crazy. And it wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard. Meaning like, I made up in my mind, I'm not gonna quit this shit. I made up in my mind that if I want to lose this weight, I can lose this weight. You know what I'm saying? So, I need to, man, just for my future kids. I don't have kids yet. Me and my wife still want kids. I plan on having at least 1 or 2 children.
Right.
And I want to be in better shape. My father was an older father. He was in better shape. My dad had a 6-pack at the end of 6 years old.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Prison nigga. He was always doing push-ups and sit-ups. That's all he did. Sit-ups, push-ups. And there was a bar somewhere, he'll do pull-ups. But that wouldn't touch the weights like that.
Right.
But he was like 6'4", like 190.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cut up.
Yeah.
And once he stopped working out, once he got like 60 plus. You know what I'm saying? But he was always a slim dude, always a decent shape guy. But yeah, man, I want to be healthy again. I want to look better in my clothes, feel better in my clothes, look better naked and all that. So, and on top of just overall health, I didn't develop high blood pressure over the years. As I get older, getting older and heavier is a terrible combination. You know what I'm saying?
How's your blood pressure been lately anyway?
Honestly, my blood pressure this morning was normal.
I told you, I said, just stay with it. It will.
I notice when I go to sleep at night, it be high.
Okay.
And I wonder if that's because the late workouts. I wonder.
Maybe.
Even though.
Maybe take it before you go work out and then see what it is then.
I'll do that.
Yeah. And see what it is then. I knew it would definitely calm down and get better and better.
Yeah. A lot of things, like my swollen ankles, if I calm down, that's a direct result of probably eating the raw.
Right.
And raw, when I say raw, man, I'm talking about no cooked foods, all living foods. No processed nothing, no raw processed sugars, no. Now I ain't even had a stick of gum, and this is what this is day 19.
Yeah, day 19.
Day 19, man. So I'm serious about it, and y'all gonna see the results. Y'all gonna see I'm still gonna be Bigg Jah because I'm 400 pounds, but not. I'm probably under 4 now.
Now you definitely under 4 now.
I'm under 4 now. But I got up to when I shot Lesbian 3, man, I was 400 pounds.
Right.
400 pounds plus.
Right.
And even though people don't think I look it, man, you don't look 400. I was thinking 350. Either way, I'm fat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Either way, I'm
way too big. Because they just think 400, you can't move. That's the beautiful thing about you is that you can still move. And if you can move, you can lose.
Right.
So it's just, and you go hard as hell in the gym. Man. That's what people don't even know. Like, you super competitive in the gym. Yeah, with yourself. Yep. Like you just get in there and battle and you put in the work and you doing all the other stuff out of the gym that's going to make you successful. I can't wait to see in 6 months, January 1st, where you going to be. I think you're going to be somewhere around between 220 and 240.
Yeah. 220 would be crazy. I'll say that because it's been so long since I was 220.
Right.
But I know it's not impossible, but I just feel like, man, I've been a big nigga. 220 is a big dude. But I'm a bigger guy. I'm bigger than the bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? So being that small, I'm okay with being a big dude, but not this heavy and not out of shape. Not when I can't move. Not where I feel like I remember I didn't put a hamstring running across the street, jaywalking. Come on, man. Hey, I'm over here, I'm speaking a whole different language, just tying my shoes. Every time I get up off the couch, that shit crazy, bro. That has to end. So
when you played football, the best in shape you were, and how much did you weigh?
250.
250. That was you look like a monster out there.
I'm more as big as I am now.
Right.
When I get down to that size, I'm more dangerous.
Okay.
I'm more dangerous. Yeah. If I see a dude my size now, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get tired. I don't know if I can get him out the way because I'm tired, and it's gonna take me a long. If I can't knock him out in 2 or 3 swings, I might be done for. But at 250, oh yeah, I'm putting myself up against anybody.
There you go.
And with the strength, the stamina, and the explosiveness and intensity, yeah. But so I'm looking forward to that. Right now, I'm still in the stage of fat boy trying to get in shape. So there's a lot of shit I can't do that I used to be able to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you still get on the stage? and do comedy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When's the next time we gonna see you on stage?
I'm not booked for nothing, but all it takes is for me to say, you know what, this week I'm about to start hitting the clubs.
Okay, I'm
gonna start hitting up to some of the. Hey man, you got a show I could do? Let me hop on. Okay. Usually I'll wait because I'll be so focused and busy with the filmmaking. Mm-hmm. Usually if somebody call me and book me for a show. Like I did my frat. We had districts last month, and I went up to SAC and did a show there. So yeah, that was my last show, but I don't do weekly shows, not by choice, but just by lifestyle now.
Right.
I don't be in the clubs as much as I used to be, but to work on, I got a movie I'm shooting next year. Excuse me, not next month. Next month will be dope, but this next year. But I know I'm gonna have to go on tour soon. I went on tour a little bit in 2022. I had a small tour. It was supposed to be a bigger tour, but we ended up dropping it down to a smaller tour. Only did like 7 or 8 dates. But my next big tour will probably be in 2025 after I shoot the film. And I got to prepare for that. So I'll be in the clubs again.
Okay. If you need an opener, Alejandro's ready.
Is he? Alejandro got personality. But stage, I got to see him on stage first.
He swear he funny. He swear he funny.
He can be funny. I think he's funny.
I think I'm funny looking. I sound
that
funny.
Too, but that's.
Who are your comedy influences?
Ooh,
yeah.
You ask no questions, man. Not in any order. Obviously, Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
Richard Pryor, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx. So if I had to do top 5, I would say Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac.
Ooh, I love Bernie Mac.
And I want to say Dave Chappelle, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Dave Chappelle is in my top 5 now, but he wasn't in my top 5 growing up.
Right.
I didn't get hip to Dave Chappelle until I knew about him, but I didn't think he was funny because I didn't think Chris Rock was funny at one point in time.
I still don't think Chris Rock is funny.
He's hilarious, but
I don't. Dave Chappelle out of this world. I struggle.
But Chris Rock when he was wearing the black leather jacket, episodes.
I struggle.
As a comedian, once I started studying comedy, I used to study comedians I used to watch comedians and study like their punchlines, but not for the reason of becoming a comic. I used to watch comedians as a consumer, as opposed to watching comedians as how they got to the joke.
Right.
Sometimes you'll watch go to an open mic and you'll see a comedian on stage in a room full of comics. Now ain't nobody laughing, but you'll get off stage. They be like, "Bro, that's hilarious. Hey, say this. Hey, come here. I got a note. I got a tag for you. A tag is a note, a suggestion to either alter something in your set or add something to it. That means they're paying attention. That means they like the joke. That means they respect the joke enough to want to help you even add some shit to it. But they sitting there like, I'll sit there and be like, oh, that's fucking genius. And it make me laugh, but it's okay. It's going to make the masses laugh.
Right.
But as a comedian, I see the science behind it. I see I see how you came to that. The way Dave Chappelle could tell you about O.J. Simpson in the first 5 minutes of his set, and the 45th minute, he brings that joke back to O.J. Simpson. You be like, I didn't even laugh. I'm just impressed that he was able to do that. That's genius. Dave Chappelle's mind works in a crazy way. And you know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't respect that first. I wanted all slapstick, all act outs, all impersonations. That's why Jamie Foxx is one of my favorite. No one can do it better than him.
Well, impressions, Jamie Foxx can't be touched.
That type of comedy, yeah. Now, who's a better writer? Who has a better pen? Dave Chappelle than Jamie Foxx. If you ask about the writing of a comic.
Right.
The writer's room of a comic. But if you ask me, Dave Chappelle's show was amazing. 2 seasons, right? Amazing show. If Jamie Foxx had that same show, it'd be even better.
Oh.
It'd be funnier. And Dave Chappelle was hilarious.
I think it's because Jamie Foxx is so versatile as an actor. So versatile. Like Horrible Bosses, I couldn't see Dave Chappelle doing what he did, like Motherfucker Jones.
Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx he's one of my favorite dudes.
He's talented.
Yeah, I would love to work with him one day. But yeah, and that's no knock on Dave. It's just that Jamie Foxx is a better performer. He's a better actor. He's a better entertainer.
Right.
Dave Chappelle's a better writer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you want to like those, Jamie Foxx show that wasn't a narrative, it was a sketch show. Impersonations, one-liners, off the cuff jokes, crazy.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
So a lot of comedians talk about people stealing their jokes. Have you experienced anything like that?
Someone stealing my joke? It's hard to say. I have a lot of LA hood, West Coast jokes.
Okay. And
when I started doing that, I hate the scene doing it. I seen a lot of people kind of like, not a lot, I seen a few comics do something similar. Mm-hmm. But if you live in LA, even if you're not from LA, but if you live in LA long enough, you're going to experience the same things I talk about. So I just came up with another joke and make it funnier.
So it don't even bother you. You just keep moving.
If certain jokes like Chuff, when niggas talking about I'm Chuff, or he make another Chuff is the joke that's specifically me. Yeah, I'm Chuff. I'm Chubby Buff.
Right.
If someone make a different, mix two words together, make something different, I know you cheated. I mean, I know you stealing. I know you stealing, and I might say something to you.
Right.
But like certain jokes I have, I try to make a lot of my jokes unique. You know what I'm saying? So I got a joke about sleep eating. Mm-hmm. I eat in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? I woke up with gravy in my mustache.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. And I saw a whole puddle of gravy on the floor by the side of my bed and droplets going out my bedroom to the kitchen. And I followed the droplets to the kitchen and I see the kitchen is fucked up. Pots and pans everywhere. Gravy everywhere. The eye on the stove is still on. I'm like, damn. I realized I made beef stroganoff in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I don't even know how to make beef stroganoff, let alone in my sleep, but I made that shit.
Right.
That's how I knew I had an eating disorder. You know what I'm saying? So that's a joke that usually hits as well.
Right.
Some niggas start doing that. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
Sleep eating, like sleepwalking, sleep talking. Yeah, I get it. And can somebody come up with a sleep eat joke? Maybe. But it depends on the rest of the joke.
Right.
The premise could be the same, but how do you deliver the jokes? You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, yeah. But for the most part, niggas bite my comedy style, my sketch comedy style all day. My directing style, yeah, niggas. I see that. I'm very influential in the game, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, they can't do it like me anyhow. It's a carbon copy of me, but it's not even that carbon. It's a try.
Right.
So I don't even get mad. I'm like, okay, I see what y'all doing. I'm the nigga with the names. I come up with the names and the one-liners, the wordplay. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody fucking with me with the wordplay. But there is a nigga has an extreme vocabulary. His wordplay is crazy. His name is Pop Vasquez, one of my niggas. Mm-hmm. He's out there in New York. He's from the Bronx, man. This dude wordplay, the distribution and word choice is crazy. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like filmmaking and sketch ideas and narrative, it's a lot of dudes that be biting me. But not him, not at all. He actually got to work with. Right. But there's certain people that I admire for their wordplay, and I'm the wordplay king, man. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's your best Hollywood story so far? Because you've been doing this for like almost 10 years now. What's your best Hollywood story?
Best Hollywood story?
Funniest, saddest.
Cocaína?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do that. Never in life. I'm such a regular dude, bro. Even when I get famous, I don't even care for the fame, but it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
It already happened.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like Hollywood famous. Like I'm about to, if I'm blessed enough to be able to showcase my talents to where I'm outside the business and I'm one of the guys. If I'm blessed to get there, I'm regular, bro. I don't need the coke parties and I'm regular, dog.
So no Illuminati for you?
Hell nah. Come on, bro. I'm a real nigga, bro. I'm a real nigga. I don't need to be famous that much.
Right.
I got an education, bro. I will be a fucking firefighter somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll just be a script writer. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll figure it out. But in order for me to be famous, I got to join the Illuminati or sell my soul or sacrifice somebody. Mm-hmm. I love comedy. I love filmmaking. I love TV. I love storylines and acting and producing shit. But not enough to sell my soul, man. I got too much to live for, bro.
So we know that you're the next one up. You're the next Spike Lee.
I believe so.
At least for the black people, just film writers, period.
Yeah.
We feel like you the next Spike Lee. What do you have a movie that you've already written that probably can get the same fame and stardom as like Friday or one of those big I know you got one in you that you haven't done yet. Is that your next movie that you plan on doing?
I believe my next project will be, unless there's a project that jumps in front of it. Okay. That I can shoot it quicker and maybe cheaper. My next project, as far as film, my first film is going to be the banger. I feel like it's going to be my Friday. It's going to be my Boys in the Hood.
Do the right thing.
You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. It's going to be my, you know what I'm saying? Because even though he had, his first movie was She's Gotta Have It, Spike.
Well, She Gotta Have It.
It didn't go as big. It was great.
Right.
But it was his first film.
I think it was even black and white, too.
It was black and white.
Yeah.
So his Do the Right Thing might be his first.
Do the Right Thing was crazy.
Crazy, bro.
I love that ice scene. I've used that trick before.
Ice?
Yeah, when it's kind of hot.
Have you done it? Of course. I'm an ice. Of
course.
Yeah, ice man. Yeah, bro. I've done a lot of stuff in that world, that foreplay stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I believe I'm Spike or Keenan Ivory.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I don't feel he gets the respect he deserves.
Come on, bro.
Like,
bro,
Keenan crazy with it.
Keenan is. I mean, so
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
The day is gonna happen when I'm able to sit down with him. I don't need nothing from him. I just want to talk to him.
Right.
And if he's blessed me enough with the opportunity to just ask him questions.
But you one person removed already.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so with that being said, like, I feel like it'll happen one day. And once again, I'm not looking for nothing other than information.
Right.
Yeah. So I just love his work. I love his journey. I love the fact what he did with his family.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's
employed all of them,
and that's what white people do all the time.
Right.
And he did it the right way.
Right.
And I never read this book. My father always told me to read the book. It's called Cheaper by the Dozen.
Okay, I haven't read that one.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess it's basically about a man and a woman that had, I think, 12 kids, something like that. And they had 12 kids over the course of 10 years. Okay. So like by the time they had the 2-year-old, they were being taught by the 10-year-old. And by the time this newborn was 4, they were being taught by this 2-year-old is now 6. And so like I don't know if I'm explaining the story as much as accurately as possible, but I believe certain kids whose teacher was learning Spanish. These other kids in the dozen were learning Chinese. The other kids were learning Russian. And so this kid was studying law. These kids were studying medicine. Mm-hmm. So like you gotta basically, these 2 people created 12 people that could basically start a civilization. Now, I'm not talking about obviously they can't procreate. Right. I'm saying, but but they can run the civilization. Right. We got 3 doctors in the family. We got 2 nurses, and we got 4 business people, and we got 2 construction workers. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so they're a well-oiled machine. So then the parents at one point in time can sit back and just relax. Right. And their kids are running the family.
That was dope.
Something like this. I still plan on reading the book. Long story short, with the Ivories, with the Wayans, I just feel like, I mean, they took over entertainment. And to where Marlon, who I never thought would be the filmmaker he is, when I watched him on the Wayans Brothers. Right. When I watched him in Mo Money. He grew into being a filmmaker, right, and an entertainer, and a stand-up comedian. His Damon Wayans is super underrated. Super underrated. Right. He could squeeze into, if he kept doing comedy consistently and did specials, he would be in my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Rock will tell you that.
He's so funny.
So like, yeah, bro. Yeah, dog. The Wayans brothers.
And I feel like Hollywood has purposely trying to
I wouldn't be surprised because
they did Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2, huge success, pop culture, and you're not gonna bring him back for the 3rd one.
I would love to ask him why didn't he continue making? Since his heyday, why hasn't he made 10 more films since then? Mm-hmm. He could be like, bro, I made so much money, bro. I'm just chilling, relaxing. I got kids, I got grandkids, right. And some filmmakers be like, I'm retired now because he's 60-something. Okay. So maybe he's like, you retire at 65, right? Typically from a job.
I feel like their whole family invests in who's next up.
That could be that. And that's dope.
Like you said, Marlon's out here doing it. So are they just putting their energy into him now?
Right. And then you got
Damon benefit that way.
And Damon Wayans Jr.
There you go. Yeah.
He's doing this thing.
Right.
And I love to see, and I met Damon. We're not close friends. I don't know him very well, but we recently reconnected again. But I always admired him for the grind. He was I met him in the open mic.
Oh wow.
Open mic. Like, he didn't get fast tracked to theaters and opening up for his dad or opening up for another famous celebrity, which I'm sure he could have done. I saw him in open mics at Marty's Cafe and different places. Just the grunt work, getting those 5 minutes and sitting down and, you know what I'm saying? And I see you next week. I see him week after week getting his chops. But I believe that's just the Wayans way. I just made that up. I don't know if that's the thing, but that should be the Wayans way.
Yeah, there
because,
you go.
They like the out the mud, bro. I seen Marlon progress. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's the combination of hard work, get it out the mud, and it's still nepotism, sure, but probably less nepotism and more hard work.
Right.
If you ask me, if I had to guess.
I mean,
right.
like, if you watch Marlon Wayans in Wrecking for a Dream, he has the chops to act seriously. He just decides to do more comedy.
Nah, Wrecking for a Dream, yeah. Marlon's dope. I haven't met him either. I've seen him before. I've seen Damon Wayans. I've seen him perform before, work on jokes. I've seen the Wayans around here and there. Only person I actually have somewhat of a rapport with is Damon Jr. But I would love to sit down with either one of the Damon or Keenan and just try to pull information from them if I can.
Right.
See if they know any of my work, if they would give me any kind of criticism, constructive criticism, I would take it all. You know what I mean?
Right. And speaking of nepotism, since we are talking about pop culture a little bit, and you kind of big in that yourself, how do you feel about the Bronny James and the LeBron James situation? And the only reason why I ask you, because you are an athlete. And you got kind of looking at that. What do you see there? My first thought was like, that's weird. Come on, man. He averaged 4 points in the league in college. Yeah. And then now he's getting drafted. Come on. That's my first thought. But I'm like, if you're popular LeBron James, why not? And how many white corporations have given their businesses and given their sons and daughters opportunities that weren't ready for it? Right. My goal is get ready. Now at this point, I'm okay with seeing Bronny and his dad in NBA together. I'm cool with that. Can you get ready for the pros? You played professional. You played Division I football. Can you really get someone ready? I'm just curious, like from your perspective. I think you work hard enough. I think so. Let's say this. Even though he was I think he was a first round pick. Curry was.
Curry was, I think, the 9th pick.
Yeah, he was first round. He was expected to be a good player. But when Monte Ellis was there, it was Monte Ellis' show all day. And Curry was a player out year in, year out. He was just there, and he wasn't trash. He was always good. But did you think you were going to ever call Steph Curry the best ever?
No. Even as it was happening, the 73-9 season, I couldn't believe it. Because a player like him usually is never the best in the world. Right.
He's developed into one of the best guards ever. For sure. And I don't think he came in the league that way. So, of course, he came in higher than Bronny. But what I'm saying is if Bronny want to work, he going to have to work. I think he's very explosive. He can shoot it. I mean, he can run very fast. He can jump very high. Right. He seems to be humble. He seems to don't have a bad attitude. I think that's true. If he takes on, he's starting his career off. He's starting his pro career off with way less than his dad had. But he has to keep that same aggression towards working out and training and becoming better. LeBron is the greatest. He started off the best athlete to ever play basketball. He started off the NBA that way. He wasn't the greatest. He wasn't even amazing. He was damn near amazing but he is LeBron. But he's arguably better than Michael Jordan, even though I think Michael Jordan is still the GOAT. I think it's Michael, Kobe, then him. But it's arguable. I'll accept the argument. Some people say, no, it's not even close. No, it's argument. It's a conversation that can be going.
Fair conversation.
A fair conversation. He's worked. He's earned it. He's 21 years in the league, and he still can give you 30
all day.
You know what I'm saying? If Bronny keeps that kind of work ethic up and train just to be a solid player in the league, he has a shot.
Okay.
Can he be a solid player? A solid player in the league can last 10 years. For sure.
How much does a solid player average, would you say?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? There is a difference.
Just give it to me. How much does a solid player average?
I'd say between 7 and 11 points is a solid player.
7 and 11.
Solid.
Mm-hmm.
How many assists?
I don't think. I was just saying how many points.
Okay, how many? No, I said average.
Assist would depend on what position he plays.
Yeah.
So that changes.
Yeah.
Okay. You get 7 or 11 points. You get 10 points. I've been seeing people now average 12. My cousin averaged 12, and he got 70 million play. So I think you definitely, and that was Alan Crabb. So he played for Portland, and then he went on to New Jersey.
Yeah.
But
That's your cousin?
Yeah, he gave him 77 million.
Yeah.
Right.
So if somebody averages 17 and
he only averaged 12.
Okay.
He only averaged 12.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody averages 17 and leads the league in assists, they're above being a solid player.
I think you saying a solid player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's above a solid player for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's above a solid player. I see where you went with that.
Yeah.
He's going after the catering.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have a question that, before we finish up, I just feel that, people of color dislike Caitlin Clark and they don't give her the flowers.
Aren't you a people of color?
Yeah. But
so you too.
But I'm mixed. So the white side of me lets me appreciate it.
So, but I'm a person of color. I'm dark as hell. I don't have no problem with Caitlin Clark. I hope Caitlin Clark is the next Diana Taurasi.
There you go.
So who's the GOAT in basketball? Is it Diana?
I think she up there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she up there.
So
she played 20 years.
And
she played 20 years.
And it's not about. No one had an issue with Diana Taurasi. Everybody loved her and respected her. It's not even about Caitlin Clark. It's about the media and certain people who are putting her on a certain pedestal before she earned it all the way. She was a great college player, one of the greatest. She's going to go down as you got the Diana Taurasi's, you got the Maya Moores, you got the Candace Parkers, you got the Caitlin Clarks, you got the Angel Reese's. She'll be in there. You'll get the Juju Watkins,
Lisa Leslie.
Like you're gonna have all those, and Caitlin Clark in that as one of the greats. In the NBA, Lisa Leslie became a legend in the NBA. Don Staley, Cheryl Swoops, Candace Parker did her thing, championships. Maya Moore did her thing. And Caitlin Clark most likely is going to do her thing, bro. I believe that she's going to be successful in the NBA. I believe that she's going to be one of the greats. But right now, she's a dope player. She's in a great rookie year.
She's an amazing player.
She's playing
amazing.
So when someone just starts off, I don't call them amazing as if that's what they're stamped. You got to prove it over the next 2-3 years. Okay. Once you stay amazing, once you having a great year, a great rookie year, a great sophomore year, and then your junior year, you great again, and this person's amazing. Like I wouldn't for example, if she just started playing basketball today, and this is my first time ever hearing about her, I don't know what she's done in the past. She's killing right now. She a rookie? Oh, she dope. She playing dope. But she how much she average?
17.
That's dope. And she's leading the league in assists. 8 assists. Mm-hmm. Leading the league, and she broke the record. What was that? 19 assists in one game. That's dope. She's killing. You know what I'm saying? So if to call her amazing now, and what happens if she get hurt next year? And then she comes. God forbid. I don't want to get hurt. But I know what you're saying. If let's say Odell Beckham, he started really great and he looked like he was on pace to have a Hall of Fame career. Perfect example. Not a perfect example because he was amazing before we realized he's not going to have the career, a Hall of Fame career
like Terrell Owens,
like T.O. or like a Marvin Harrison, but he was on pace to be a Marvin Harrison or better. He was on pace because to me he reminded me of Marvin Harrison and Steve Smith mixed together. They're
shorter, yeah. They're smaller. They're not 6'3" and above. Steve Smith is bananas, though.
5'10", 5'9.5", 5'10", and plays like he's 6'5". Marvin Harrison beats the defense deep, beats the double team deep, beats the safety in the corner deep all the time, and he deserves to be everything he is. And I think Odell Beckham is even more athletic than Marvin Harrison, and more athletic than but he reminds me of Steve Smith. That's what he reminds me of. He's a little bigger than Steve too. But he's athletic as hell. He's very physical, very aggressive, and he can catch. He got hands. So I think Odell Beckham was going to be one of the greats. He was probably going to be a top 5 receiver as far as scoring, as far as receiving yards. But the injuries have derailed him. But it doesn't stop him from being amazing, though, because injuries fucked him up, not his play. He didn't just stop working out. He didn't get chubby over the offseason and didn't come to play. But, like, I don't know. Sometimes if you're not in shape, you start getting hurt.
I think the greats don't get hurt. Like I think it just seemed that way. Like
they don't stay hurt.
Like they don't stay hurt. They get hurt. They get injured. You know what? They get injured, but they come back just as strong.
Look at T.O. breaking his ankle and come back for the Super Bowl and still
he fast now.
Work. He fast now at 48.
Yeah, he fast now, right now.
So. Kate, I know y'all go back and forth with the Caitlin Clark thing.
Yeah, like, I like get what you're saying, and I like your point. Is that this guy doesn't give her any credit at all.
I did give her some credit. You just don't think I give her enough.
Sometimes it would be annoying to try to give her credit, but you're giving her so much. It's like, bro, all right, chill. Like, even if Juju Watkins leaves USC and goes to the NBA next year, if she's having a great rookie year, I'm like, man, she's killing. She got to keep doing that. 2-3 years from now, if she's still with that same pace, that's when you start getting that amazing tag.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Amazing.
She's amazing. She's like, wow,
amazing.
Damn.
Who do you think is better, Caitlin Clark in college, or Juju Watkins?
Caitlin Clark. She has less talent around her, and she carried the team to 2 finals. Like, when you watch the game, even the
the basketball game, who do you think got a better game?
Like, Juju looks more, beautiful, and she's a prettier girl too. But I just find that what Caitlin brings to the game is similar, like Curry, is a gravitational pull. So
what does she do similar to Curry?
Shoots from very far away.
She shoots 32% from the 3-point line. What are you talking about?
Well, this season she's struggling. But
I told you at the beginning of the season, she doesn't have the physical attributes that's going to create those kinds of separations between those great athletes out there. I showed you a
video of her going past the player. Showed you that.
The little white girl.
Okay, see, then you're putting a caveat. He just stated that one of the best players of all time in the WNBA was Diana Taurasi. What is she? A white girl. Who did Caitlin Clark cook? A white girl.
Know what I'm saying? Taurasi did it for 20 years.
Okay, then you
respect it.
You're just gonna watch. You're just gonna watch.
Okay.
You said Juju's gonna watch?
No. You were gonna watch.
Oh, you were gonna watch. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I think Caitlin Clark could be a Taurasi or a Cheryl Swoop. Yeah. I just say
Swoops.
I'm this way everywhere. Well, Swoops like.
Yes, we can't give her Swoops. Swoops is really athletic.
Well, at least you're giving her more credit than before.
I meant like the impact.
Okay, yeah.
No. Athletically, it's different. But I said this about everything. I'm like this across the board. For example, like Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a phenom. Or was a phenom. Now he's not. Now he's a champ.
Technically undefeated still.
No.
He's.
I mean, technically yes, but nah. But
they took it back. They took the loss back.
So it's technically. I guess if you
we still got that loss in our mind.
Yeah. So it's cool that he's still undefeated. No, but we saw the fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shout out to both of them for both. And one thing about Haney, I don't have nothing bad to say about him. I've had an argument with him with someone years ago about whether or not he was going to be like the next dude. I said, well, I haven't seen it yet. I see the talent. I see the hard work. I see the talent. I see the skill. Mm-hmm. But I haven't seen the opponent yet.
You know what
I'm saying? So when I see the opponent and how he reacts to it, I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, he might be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And even if the opponent isn't the best opponent, I need to see you dominate that best opponent. And if you're fighting, the best way to dominate somebody is to knock him out.
Right.
And if you can't knock him out, that's fine. Because Mayweather stopped knocking dudes out a long time ago. But he would just outbox you, and it would look so good.
Right.
It would show you, I'm so much better than you. So if you got a top-tier guy in there with you, and you playing with him like he did with Canelo, like he did with Berto, like he did with Maidana, like he did with Pacquiao, like he beat these guys. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell he was better than these guys. And he didn't knock him out. You don't have to get the knockout. But with these guys, with these B-level guys, you're supposed to knock these guys out. Or you used to put him down or knock him down.
Right.
And he wasn't doing that. When I saw him beat a Prograis like that, Prograis ain't no buster. Prograis is a great fighter. A very good fighter. You know what I'm saying? If I don't say great, I'll say very, very good. So him beating Prograis the way he did, that was very impressive. Mm-hmm. And then the follow-up, I was expecting him to dominate Ryan. When you got two great dudes, you got two top-tier guys, because Ryan's top-tier, he's just in the lower level of the top tier. Right. So people say. When it comes to Teofimo, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, and then Ryan Garcia, he's probably they treat him like he's the lowest out of those guys, and he might be. And then Tank Davis. Tank showed you you're not in my league.
Monster. All
right, you're top tier, but the part of the tier that we're in. We're both in the top tier. I'm at the very top, and this is why I'm gonna show you. This is between the bottom of the top tier and the top of the top tier. That's where I'm at, and that's where you're at. Knockout. Let me show you. I was expecting to see that, or see something like Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Great fight. I think it could have went either way. They gave the nod to Devin Haney. I'm cool. If it would have went to Lomachenko, that would have been cool too. But because I think it was 7-5. Right. Or it was 6-6 or 7-5 to Devin. But some people think that Lomachenko won. But those are two top tier guys fighting, and no one gets knocked out, but it goes back and forth the whole fight. It was back and forth the whole fight. That to me. So he's definitely top tier, Devin Haney. But I didn't know if he was going to be, and this is now showing that he's not going to be the number one guy at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I don't know if Devin Haney is going to be the number one guy in his division if Tank is in there or if Boots is in there. Mm-hmm. I don't think Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney might beat Shakur. I don't think he beats Tank. He's not going to. He can't beat Boots. And they're at 140 now, and Boots is at 147. In 2 years, they're both the same age, I think. By the time they're 30, they're going to both be at 154 probably. Right. And they're going to fight, and I don't see Devin Haney beating Boots at all. Devin Haney has the skill to to box with Boots. He don't have the power to keep Boots off. He don't have the power to hurt Boots.
I think Javante just punished Haney. Yeah. They ever fight. Yeah. I think because Haney is going to try to fight Boots. I mean, he's going to try to fight Tank. He's going to try to fight because Haney don't come to bullshit. Mm-hmm. Haney don't come to fuck around. Haney don't come to look pretty. Haney come to box and fight. Right. I respect him for it. I love him for it. I watch his fights because of it. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if he that's going to be the reason why he doesn't beat Tank. Shakur comes to fight. He come to box. He don't come to fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks cute with him. Everything looks nice and precise with him. And I understand hit and don't get hit. I get that. He a points guy.
But you're not hitting enough. Right. You know what I'm saying? And in order to hit enough, you're going to end up probably getting hit a little bit. And I don't think he wants that. You know what I'm saying? But that can change. He only, 26? I think he's 27 now. He's young enough to be able to prove me wrong. But as of right now, I think he's a great boxer. He has great speed, great feet, great instincts. But the dirtiness, I ain't seen much dog in him yet. Because dogs kind of like are willing to take a little punishment to give the most punishment. Like Tank will literally let you beat him 3 rounds in a row before he figure you out or tire you out and getting your ass. Pause. I don't think Shakur was allowed. He's not gonna allow nobody to hit him that much to get comfortable enough to get caught. Right. He catching you because he's faster than you. Tank gonna catch you because he's gonna time you. And to me, that's more dangerous. That's sneaky.
Yeah, because when I was watching the fight against Ghost, like I was in like, oh, he might, it's a tight, and then boop, knocked out. It's over. Like, damn.
I think Tank gives up the rounds on purpose.
It seemed like he don't even start fighting until later in the rounds.
Round
like
5, 6.
Yeah, that's when you start seeing something different happening. It's like
that's scary.
Yeah,
it's equivalent to a 400-meter guy. You get out in front of him, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you have 12 meters on him, and then that last stretch, them last 80 meters, he getting all of a sudden he just come from behind. You're like, damn, I thought he was tired. He wasn't tired. He was playing possum. That's what Tank be doing.
Right. Do you before we get out of here, do you have any projects you want to share with us? Or
I got the whole crew of Stupid film. It will be with God willing, it'll be coming out next year. I'll be shooting it next year.
Okay.
And this year,
who's the cast? Or you haven't even developed it yet?
With the whole crew of Stupid, people who know that series, they know everybody. It's me, Barry Brewer, Minx, Marlon Minx, Craig Smith, Ken Edwin. You know what I'm saying? That's the crew. Okay. That's stupid as hell. Okay. And then many other people. There's gonna be a gang of people in there that y'all recognize. It's gonna be some names. It's gonna be but that's next year.
That's the big one.
That's the big one. In the meantime, I'd say LA Times is coming.
LA Times is coming.
LA Times is coming.
Okay. Yep. All right. Hey man, we appreciate you coming by, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely.